white, and boom. It's finally here.
We are counting down to the fireworks.
What's your boom?
My boom is celebrating freedom. My boom is the people. It's one big party.
My boom is the fireworks.
The only place to find your boom, the great city of Columbus. And
NBC4, here for you.
It's time for Red, White, and Boom. Pepsi, WNCI, and NBC4 are proud to present Red, White, and Boom 2013.
It is the night we have all been waiting for, the 33rd annual celebration of Red, White, and Boom, and the fireworks, we are happy to say, are just 2 hours away.
But we are here to keep you entertained until then. And tonight, we are all around downtown. We've got 7 cameras on the move. Colleen and I are here where you hear the whoops and the cheers at Boom Central, right down at the corner of Town and Civic Center Drive in the heart of the Boom District.
And our meteorologist, Chief Meteorologist Jim Ganal, is there along the fence, mingling with the growing crowd along Civic Center Drive.
Having fun, aren't they? So is it going to rain? Some of these kids think it's going to rain, but it looks pretty good. All the downpours have been falling down to the north and west of us. Temperatures will be in the 70s this evening. Anybody else want to say anything? This is Mark Quisenberry from Ohio State Football.
How's it going? It's going to be dry tonight. We're going to have nice fireworks.
Thanks for being here. Hang around with us all evening.
Thanks,
if you want
Jim.
to.
All right, Jimmy, thank you. And Jared Smalley and Matt Barnes, they are making their way down Civic Center, heading toward the WNCI Boom Central. That's you two, that's right. We have a wonderful, fun show ahead for you as we celebrate our country's independence and honor those who make our freedom a reality.
Now, planning for this year's Red, White, and Boom started almost immediately after last year's spectacular show wrapped up. So coming up a little later, Monica Day will show exactly what goes into the lighting up the night sky with the best and brightest fireworks display in the entire Midwest.
That's right. Of course, it would not be a Red, White, and Boom without a salute to all of the men and women who have served our country. Independence Day is a celebration of our freedom, freedom that would not be possible without our armed services.
And earlier today, 8 military members were named into the Ford Oval of Honor in recognition of their accomplishments. After their award ceremony, they were all in the parade, featured in that parade.
Absolutely. And throughout this show, Mike Jackson and Michaela Hunt will share the stories each of these men who served so bravely, serving our country. And we will also talk to some of them. They're going to be joining us live here at Boom Central.
And even though tonight is a night of celebration, it's also a time to remember those who lost their lives overseas and here at home. There have been several tragic events over the last year. The shooting in Newtown, Connecticut, the weather disasters all along the East Coast and in Moore, Oklahoma, and of course the Boston Marathon bombings. Coming up at 9:45, we hope you can join us because we're going to pause to observe a moment of silence in honor of everyone affected by those tragedies. So will our radio partner, WNCI.
And the very fact that we have gone through some of those tragedies in the past year, I think it makes this celebration all that much more heartfelt and important that we don't take for granted what we have, because things can happen, things can change in a moment.
In a moment, as we've seen around the country this year, and of course we've been telling everyone all day that security is very tight down here this year. We have a very strong police presence, as we always do, first responders on the scene as well, but we are so happy to report that, as usual, this is a well-behaved, it's a great crowd, a family day, lots of people down here just trying to have fun and celebrate the anniversary of our country's independence.
That's right, and of course this year too, they've got a lot of cameras out, they've got eyes in the sky, they got the area well covered, and that's a good thing, but at the same time, it's a relaxed atmosphere here for the men and women and their children to come, and many of them, this is a yearly tradition now. It has become a big deal here in downtown Columbus for them.
Right, and the crowd is already excited, and they are making some noise over there at the WNCI Boom Central, their own little Boom Central.
And that's where we find our Jared Smalley and Matt Barnes with Jimmy Jam and the gang.
Well, good evening. Yes, this is Jimmy Jam. Dave Kalen is here.
Hello, Dave.
Hi, how are you? It's unbelievable. Dave is here. It's not Dave.
What a transformation.
Well, first of all, we're very proud to be back with WNCI. The work that we've done all these years with Red, White, and Boom, you guys deliver the most incredible incredible soundtrack year after year. Can you give us a little hint, Jimmy, of what we could expect tonight?
Well, first of all, I love how you're standing on this ledge so you look taller than me. But that's
Exactly right. The strategy is working.
I will tell you. I will tell you this about the soundtrack. We always have great patriotic stuff in it. Okay, so you will have that. Lee Greenwood will be in it. I know Matt was asking about that earlier. Lee Greenwood will be in it. It's got a real Columbus feel tonight. There's some local Columbus bands in it. I can't say which ones. I don't want to give it all away. All right, and really cool duet. Really cool duet, and it kicks off with a very famous person singing the national anthem.
All right. Wow.
I'm not telling you who and what, but I'm giving you some.
But we'll know.
Yeah, he pretty much gave the whole thing away. Dave, Dave, I have to ask you, this is, Red, White, and Boom is such a great event. What makes it so great for everyone here in Columbus?
I'll have to get back to you on that one. I'm not sure.
Wow.
Dave wasn't prepped very well.
Speechless. Dave, you got to deliver.
I prepped you with that question.
Now, wait a minute. Dave, tomorrow, what are you doing to celebrate the 4th of July?
I'm not sure. I'll sleep on it. I just sleep on it.
It's going to be in a pizza eating contest.
Yes, tell him, Patrick. Tell him the pizza eating.
Oh, that's right. I am a pizza eating contest tomorrow.
In Whitehall. He's the pride of Whitehall right
Pride
here.
of Whitehall, pizza eating contest. That's America. That's apostrophe America.
You could be at Coney Island with the hot dog eating. Why pizza?
I don't know. I guess someone heard me in it. I didn't enter it.
That's America right
We
there.
are
off
I'm
to
also in a
flight.
parade, too.
Oh, he did a parade, too.
Exactly.
There we
That's a
go.
whole thing.
That's all we need.
So we got a great show planned
Yes,
for
we
you.
do.
We're really excited about it. We're off to a great start. Appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah, thank you, man, and thank you guys so much. In all seriousness, the soundtrack is killer this year. You will love it. You will love it.
See, I would trust this guy.
Normally, the soundtrack isn't the problem. It's the fireworks, right? Or is it the other way around? I don't know.
No, I think it pretty much all works.
Okay.
This really is a problem.
Yeah.
So let me set you up a little bit of what Matt and I are going to be doing tonight here along the riverfront. Mike, if you don't mind, just take a look over here to your left. All of these booths that are set up here, Matt and I are basically going to be eating our way down the street. It is not the healthiest way to get around Red, White, and Boom, but you know what? It comes with the territory. We're willing to sacrifice for you, the at-home viewer.
We're here for you. I think you know that, right?
Say
it's
Shimano.
on our shirts. So we'll do it for you.
Okay.
It's the least we can do.
So,
Careful, Patrick.
Dave, careful, Dave. Careful, Dave. So
I think it's safe to go back now.
we'll send it back to you. We'll be checking back in throughout the evening.
That's the kind of sacrifice we've been waiting for around here. You know, even if you can't come down to the riverfront for Red, White, and Boom, we're so happy to tell you with the help of Denise Yost and our crack online staff, Red, White, and Boom is, as usual, interactive. I see you've got a lot of pictures people are already sending from the day already, including Matt and
Yeah, exactly. We see Jared and Matt on our screen, and we're launching a new photo sharing and video sharing tool this year, and we're calling it Share. And what you can do, whether you're down here at Red, White, and Boom or you're at home, we want to see your boom. You know, the theme of this year has been what's your boom, and we want to see what your boom is. And so you have many ways to share. You can share via email, and you can email us your photo or video at share@nbc4i.com, or you can log on to nbc4i.com, and in our red box on our homepage, there is a little button there to share your photos and video, or you can download our app, either the NBC4 app or the Red, White, and Boom app, and you can upload your photo there as well.
And you know, we want people at home to know that they can also send pictures of themselves watching from home. We'd kind of like to see that.
Yeah.
A picture of you enjoying the program from what we consider to be the best view of the city, because you get to see it from all 7 of our cameras that are all over town. And I know that you also have had word from people all over the world who plan to tune in because we're going to be streaming live tonight.
Yes, we're streaming live for, I think, the 5th year in a row, or no, I'm sorry, actually it's the 12th year in a row that we're live streaming, but it's the 5th year that we're actually doing this interaction. And we've actually had the Brown family, who is originally from Ohio, but they are stationed with the U.S. Army at Fort Polk, Louisiana, and they've already told us that they're going to be logging on and watching for us. And we also have Georgia and New Mexico and South Carolina, Arizona, all over the place, England, Israel, Mexico. We've got everyone around the country who's logging on and joining us.
And we want to remind you that at home you can also win something tonight, because you can play along, and throughout the evening we're going to be giving away 2 nights out courtesy of Cirque du Soleil during our show tonight, 4 tickets to see Totem and a $100 gift certificate to Cameron Mitchell restaurant of your choice. So it's a great giveaway, Jim. Lots of people from home can have just as much fun as we are down here.
And Colleen, have you seen those Cirque du Soleil costumes?
I have. They're amazing.
I know. We should be wearing them on the news. Anyhow, Bradley's here, right?
Yes, sir.
What has impressed you the most so far?
Well, this is my 4th year living in Columbus and my first time at Red, White, and Boom. I'm from Chicago, so I have some really high expectations for the fireworks tonight, but it's just everything's really organized. Should be a good time.
And?
I'm just excited for the fireworks and getting to be able to be down here because I haven't been down here since when I was little visiting my Aunt Susan and Landon and Lathan and seeing them. And so I'm excited to be back.
And thank you. How are you, honey? How old are you?
I'm actually 17 years old, yeah.
You're 17. What's your name?
I'm Bethlehem Habibi.
Oh, wow, you got a beautiful hat and stuff like that. Do you have any other relatives here with you?
I have my 2 friends.
And who's these girls? Who are you?
Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
Deborah.
Oh, have you been down here before?
No.
Are you scared of loud noises?
No.
Oh, good, because there are going to be a lot of loud noises pretty soon. Now we're going to go up to Cabot and Colleen up there, so everybody start cheering for them.
Oh, look at that big Slurpee there. You need to stay hydrated on a long night like this. All right, thank you, Jim. And it's time to check out the traffic from Her Highness of the Highway, Monica.
Monica Day is joining us now. She's keeping an eye on the roads.
I like the title, Cabot. Thanks. Yeah, things are actually looking pretty good. We don't have any accidents slowing things down right now, which is some great news. We've got our traffic cameras here kind of showing things on 670 just north of downtown. East of westbound 670, very smooth right now. We'll take some look at pictures from Chopper 4 flying high above downtown. Really not too bad at the moment. You know, a lot of people are already there. Some people still making their way. So if you haven't made your way out to Boom yet, there's still time and traffic is looking good for you.
All right, thank you, Monica. And stay with us, Columbus. We have so much more for you coming up.
Including the story of a World War II veteran who used his training to save his own life on the battlefield. And the Atlas Butler countdown clock is ticking away.
That's right. We now have just 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 40 seconds to Red, White, and Boom 2013.
Of Red, White, and Boom is sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers, your local Toyota dealers, and your Central Ohio Kia dealers.
Hail, floods, and tornadoes. When severe weather strikes, it's our commitment to keep you safe. As the most experienced weather team in town, we're with you at the first sign of a threat, and we do not stop until we get you through the storm. Our philosophy on severe weather is simple. We can't prevent it, but we can help keep you and your family safe. That is whether you can plan your life around. NBC4, here for you.
You really couldn't come at a better time. These Chevys are moving fast.
I'll take that Malibu.
Yeah, excuse me. The Equinox and Atlantis Blue is mine.
I was here first. It's mine.
I called about that one. It's mine.
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 It's mine.
Actually,
it's mine.
It's mine.
It's mine.
Better get going. It's Chevy's Independence Day celebration.
Central Ohio. Through July 8th, there's incredible offers on every Chevy during the Independence Day celebration at your Central Ohio Chevy dealer.
Heading to your local Kia dealership is better than heading to some other dealership because you can test drive an Optima with an available GDI turbo engine, a Sorento with available third-row seating and a power liftgate, or a Soul, an IIHS top safety pick. And every Kia is backed by one of these. Better cars, better warranty. Game, set, match. Get a Sorento for $199 a month or 0.9% APR plus up to $2,000 customer bonus for qualified customers.
This summer,
you're gonna need this.
Thrilling adventure. Heroic performance. Ford Summer Spectacular Sales Event. Featuring blockbuster deals.
He's the best chance we got.
Now playing at your local Ford dealer.
So you in or out?
NBC4's Boom Central is presented by Walmart.
back along the riverfront, and Cabot and I are joined by a new friend of ours now. Her name is Joanne Sanders Katonic. We got to remember how to pronounce that last name. And we were so happy to join you, and we asked you to come over here because you wrote a letter to us.
That's right.
That really is quite touching.
And I'm going to read just a little bit of this. It says, my date Dave and I, a gentleman who later became my husband, went to the first Red, White, and Boom. We drove downtown, found a place to park in business lot, north side of Spring Street. I have no idea what the business was, but there was a parking lot in front of the building. We walked across Spring Street, climbed up the steps of an old railroad trestle, and watched the fireworks from there with about 6 other viewers, about 5,000 people that first year. And that gentleman, that date, went on to become your husband.
Yes, it did.
And so that's a very special memory for you.
Yeah, it is. And now that he's gone, I'm glad to have that memory of our first Red, White, and Boom.
And you say you wrote us a letter because you just wanted to express your thanks for having had the opportunity to have festivals like this for people to be with their family and with their dates.
Yeah, because I don't know if the people that are here now are going to appreciate in the years to come how many memories they are building and storing away, and they mean something later when you can't build more memories.
Well, now, your husband, Dave, he passed away about 12 years ago.
Yes.
And you went to a number of Red, White, and Booms after you got married, right?
Yeah, we did, maybe a half a dozen, and we'd come down with other friends, and one of them worked in a building, and we sat on top of that building and watched them.
But this is the first one since your husband passed that you're coming back downtown.
Right. The last one we saw, we watched out the window in his hospital room when he was ill.
Well, we are so happy that you could come back here with us, and I agree. People come down here and really do build memories with their children and their loved ones. And was that like one of your first dates with Dave when you came here?
I don't think so, but it might have been.
But so the fireworks that started that night continued on day in and day out for the next, 20 years or so?
Some loving, some not. Right, fireworks.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would bring him back in a minute.
Oh, sure. And well, we're glad you
happy
wrote.
That you're with us this year for the first time since his passing, and we know you're going to enjoy it and have a good evening.
I have been, and I appreciate Channel 4 giving us and my friend this opportunity to be here.
Joanne Katonic, you got a brand new, very red, white, and blue T-shirt there, speckles, sandals.
Oh,
look at that.
My friend bought that because she said I needed a new shirt for tonight. So thank you, Terry.
There you go, Terry. Nice job.
Thank
Wardrobe.
you for my friend Judy who came along.
All right.
That's great. Yeah, it's nice of them to join us too. Thanks so much for writing, Joanne. That was great.
Gave us great perspective on just how important this event is to family and friends. Thank you.
And we're going to be coming back up. I'm not sure what's coming up next.
But it's going to be great.
But it's going to be
and
fabulous.
The boom clock is at 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 10 seconds. So we're getting there, folks. Come on down if you're still debating whether or not to get here. It's a beautiful night, very comfortable. We'll see you down here in just a little bit.
WNCI and NBC4 are proud to present Red, White, and Boom.
The Spicy Chorizo Fajita Pizza, only at Massey's. Newest of our trio of spicy pizzas, the Mexican Fiesta, the Ragin' Cajun, and now the Spicy Chorizo Fajita Pizza. These pizzas are hot, hot, hot. Massey's is the pizza lover's pizza.
So what's the plan? It's my favorite painting, and I want it back. So you in or out? I'm in. This is awesome. I got this.
It's her painting anyway.
Now, during the Ford Summer Spectacular, get a blockbuster deal and escape with 0% financing plus $2,000 cash back. Now playing at a Ford dealer near you.
So people and animals love buyersauto.com, but what about houseplants? Stupid houseplants. But for everyone else, buyersauto.com.
Massey's new Spicy Chorizo Fajita Pizza. It's like a fiesta in every bite. Loaded with Massey's own chorizo sausage, special blend of peppers, and our zesty hot sauce. It's hot, hot, hot. Order one today. Massey's is the Cadillac of pizza.
And we welcome you back to Boom Central for the 33rd Red, White, and Boom. And you know, when the fireworks go off and start exploding at 10 o'clock, then we see the final product.
But behind the scenes, and for a very long time, are some smart and talented people who put a lot of hard work into planning the show and figuring out exactly how it's going to look for the rest of us.
Monica Day now shows us just how they make the booms.
Let's face it, Red, White, and Boom wouldn't be quite as thrilling without the boom.
3, 2, 1, fire.
And the best part of designing a fireworks display has got to be testing a fireworks display.
Thumb down, pull trigger.
Before we get here, it all starts here on a computer screen.
Before it used to be, you know, stopwatch, pencil and paper, a little calculator, trying to figure out how long it was going to take to get into the sky, what we call lift times. But today, the computers do it all for you. So it really opens everything up. You know, all of our imagination comes to fruition because of the computers and what it does for us.
Making synchronization of music and fireworks even more precise.
Each song, each chorus, each refrain, you know, you start breaking it down little by little by little. I rarely start at the beginning when I work on a show and end at the end. Sometimes I do the finale first.
After all, the finale is the high point of the show, and in Boom, there are several.
There's faux finales. There might be something in the middle of the show or 2/3 of the way through that people say, okay, well, how are they going to get better than that at the end? And of course we will.
It takes imagination and a lot of time to make this the best fireworks display in the Midwest.
If you assign 2 hours per minute, so if we have 22 minutes of program, figure it out from there. You know, you got about 44, 45 hours of work. It's a great show. It's an important show, and it's a lot of fun. You're playing to a great audience there. I mean, the audience at Red, White, and Boom is second to none. It's absolutely super. So to perform for them is fantastic.
And it is a fantastic show, all thanks to the Boom.
And you know, they're promising they've got some brand new things that they have this year, including something that looks, he said, like a jellyfish.
Yeah,
so
right.
I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how that looks this year.
I know every year there is something spectacular that's new, and of course, thousands of shells in about 23, 24 minutes. It's an amazing spectacle.
Yeah.
Jim Ganal is down now, and he's standing there with some people that are somewhat familiar faces.
Some familiar faces in the crowd.
Fantastic. Come up here. Gail Hogan, get up here.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Your dog.
Boom. Kelly right here. They're from Chicago and Toledo, so we had to give the real experience and come down and see Kevin and Colleen and you.
Been here before?
Oh, not to Red, White, and Boom. To Columbus, yes, but they're falling in love with my city, aren't you, girls?
And they're your favorite aunt, huh?
Of course.
Are you guys Cubs fans? Yeah, me too. Okay, Mindy Dreher, get over here.
Hi, guys. Hello, Red, White, and Boom peeps. Yeah, hi, Cab. Hi, Colleen.
Hey, it wouldn't be complete without the whole Dreher family here. And Quartercrats is... The Quartercrats is here, sorry.
This is a microphone. You're supposed to talk.
Yes.
Go Bucks.
Yeah, go Bucks.
He almost smashed his head into the microphone.
He's used to that. Say go Bucks and go Hartley Hawks, right?
Always. We have more stories on about Hartley than any high school for some reason. That's amazing. So, Gail, how's your show going?
Daytime Columbus is fine. Thank you very much. We're doing awesome.
We're just celebrating everything down here but Red, White, and Boom.
You're right next door to her every day, Jim.
I know. But she wanted me to say something.
Okay, nice plug.
Okay, bye.
Very subtle.
Well, when we come back, we're going to meet a World War II veteran who put his military training to use on the battlefield.
And then again years later during one of Ohio's worst storms. So you're going to stick around for that. And the Atlas Butler countdown clock. Ooh, it just keeps ticking away.
Sure does. We're now down to just 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 10 seconds to Red, White, and Boom 2013. Stay with us.
Past the Red, White, and Boom is sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers, your local Toyota dealers, and your Central Ohio Kia dealers.
How do you make the 4th of July even better? Now through July 8th, get the summer's biggest savings on a new Toyota Camry with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,500 total bonus cash. Or you can lease this Camry Sport Edition with 0 down and 0 security deposit. That's 0 due at signing for just $269 a month. Plus, you'll get $500 bonus cash. Only during Toyota's 4th of July sales event. Now through Monday. Toyota, let's go places.
At Oak Creek Dental Care, our team of board-certified dental professionals are among the most experienced in Central Ohio. This means a safe, fast, and reliable experience for our patients.
I hadn't been to the dentist in over 10 years, and the staff here made me so comfortable and not embarrassed, and I didn't feel judged. They took great care of me.
Call today to take advantage of our $79 new patient special. For experienced, safe, and board-certified IV sedation dentistry, call Oak Creek Dental today.
Wow.
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 It's what people are saying at Mattress Firm stores all across America. Wow.
Wow.
Introducing Temper Choice, the first Tempur-Pedic that can adjust to become firmer. Wow. Or softer. Wow. Only Temper Choice combines Tempur-Pedic's pressure-relieving material and head-to-toe personalization on both sides of the bed. So let America's #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer help you say,
wow.
Mattress Firm. Save money. Sleep happy.
Traffic is always an issue getting to Boom, but hey, I've got some good news. Accident-free, and for right now, we're essentially delay-free. We've got our traffic cameras here kind of showing things there at the split on the east side of the split. Looking good. You know, we've got the banner toes up in the sky, and speaking of up in the sky, Chopper 4 also monitoring things right now. Looking at 70 East, no problems right now. If you're sitting at home and thinking traffic's going to be terrible, I'll never be able to get downtown, that is not the case. Come on out, join us, Red, White, and Boom. The celebration is going on. The fireworks come in shortly. We hope to see you there.
All right, Monica, thank you very much. And tonight, as we get ready for this big night, Red, White, and Boom, we're also doing something that's very important, we believe. We're taking time to honor the lives of those who put their lives on the line for this country and those who have paid the ultimate price to protect our freedoms here. Tonight, we're going to meet a local World War II vet with a very special story.
Yeah, Ben Gelber is going to introduce us to a man who put his skills to the use on the battlefield to save his own life in combat. And then after he came home, he used those same skills that he learned in military combat to help a community ravaged by one of the worst storms in Ohio history.
All I saw was the hailstones and the rain. It looked like cannonballs hitting in the water.
Carl Yerian worked for Ohio Bell in the spring of 1974. He was responsible for restoring telephone service disrupted by an F5 tornado that leveled half the town of Xenia, killing 33 persons.
It was bad. It looked like a war zone.
Something Carl, now 91, knew from his experience having flown 51 B-24 bombing missions in Europe during World War II.
I got a direct hit in the left wing.
Carl put his Air Force weather training to good use, desperately searching for a landing site through solid overcast over the Mediterranean. He survived the descent and then reconfigured an abandoned B-24 in Corsica, Italy.
I was a telephone cable splicer, so I got all the electrical wires and I traced them out and spliced them together. I flew back at night. Nobody flew at night. There was discussion about court-martial me for flying an unsafe airplane. So they sent the maintenance officer over the next day to check it out, and he said everything was fine. We did an outstanding job, so they gave me the Distinguished Flying Cross.
Carl's wife, Mary Alice, is still amazed by his energy.
He has always been extremely healthy, and he's a workaholic. And even his doctor thought he was never going to be ill. But now he has terminal liver cancer. But the time we have, we plan to use this to the best advantage we can.
Despite the grim diagnosis, what did Mary Alice and Carl do for his 90th birthday?
He and my mom last summer went to Costa Rica. They were ziplining. So my dad's an amazing man.
Carl showed me his photographs, battlefield honors, and memories from the 376th Bomber Group, a diminishing fraternity 70 years after the Allied invasion of southern France.
And they think Grandpa is just the most wonderful person in the whole wide world. And they're right.
My dad's taught me the importance of being a stand-up person, of meeting your responsibilities, and of doing the right thing. He fought for our country. He's lived a great life, and I admire that very much about my father.
And that, of course, that's Ben Gelber with that story. And these are the Central Ohioans that really bring such color and, I don't know, just very special, makes Central Ohio so special. And what makes Central Ohio special, and certainly our website, is our web guru, Denise Yost. And Denise, tell us how people are responding, sending pictures in to us as this event unfolds.
Yeah, actually, at the start of the show, Colleen, you may remember, had asked everyone at home to send us their pictures of themselves watching Boom from home. And this one that we have up on our screen right now is from Samuel Jennings. He's watching TV on his big screen, so we want to give a little shout out to Samuel. And then we also have another one from Sherry, who says that her tradition is usually coming down here to enjoy it with her family, but she can't make it, so we've got a good shot of her TV with her feet.
Yeah, she's kicking her feet up and getting a nice shot that and sending it in. Well, that's great, and it's all about being interactive. That's what makes this kind of a neat layer of what we're doing the last few years, and now you want to get involved in a conversation with our people on the website.
Right, every year I ask for different, interaction, different questions I ask the audience at home, and this year I want to know what your tradition is. What's your favorite tradition? We had a user who logged on just to tell us that their tradition is to make mozzarella sticks and egg roll wrappers and fry them all up with marinara sauce, and that sounds really good, but I want you to log on and tell us what your favorite Boom tradition is. If it's coming down here, if it's something at home, we just want to hear about it.
And if it's just strange enough, we might share it with, I don't know, 1 million people watching tonight. So, because hey, it's all about the celebration and being creative about that. So, all right, Denise, and again, how do they get on? They want to go right on to come straight to you. What do they need to do?
They just need to log on to NBC4i.com. There is a banner at the top of your homepage that says live chat.
All right, there you go. Back to you, Colleen.
Well, you know what? We're going to be checking in. Jared and Matt have given themselves a real task tonight. They're doing everything they can to eat as much food. Oh, my. It looks like Jared's even taken over some cooking duties. We're going to be checking in with them in just a bit when we come back. 1 hour, 26 minutes. 45 seconds on the Atlas Butler Red, White, and Boom countdown clock.
When I first saw that bikini top on her, she's popping right out of the South Georgia water. Oh, good Lord.
WNCI and NBC4 are proud to present Red, White, and Boom.
Good boy. You liked it, right, don't you? We're gonna have a ball. Okay, here we go. Having fun, aren't you? Whoa, I thought so.
Yep, Jack's bringing the dinosaurs.
Ooh.
Visit Dinosaur Island. The biggest thing in 65 million years. All summer, only at the Columbus Zoo.
At H.H. Greg's 4th of July sale, save up to 30% store-wide. This Samsung washer and dryer, just $5.99 each. Samsung 4-piece kitchen packages, $19.99. A ProScan 24-inch LED HD TV, only $138. 55-inch HD TVs, $488. Save up to 30% and get 24 months no interest at the H.H. Gregg 4th of July sale. Appliances, electronics, furniture, and more. H.H. Gregg.
Heading to your local Kia dealership is better than heading to some other dealership, because you can test drive an Optima with an available GDI turbo engine, a Sorento with available third-row seating and a power liftgate, or a Soul, an IIHS top safety pick. And every Kia is backed by one of these. Better cars, better warranty. Game, set, match. Get a Sorento for $199 a month or 0.9% APR plus up to $2,000 customer bonus for qualified customers.
Speed mattered then, and it matters even more now. That's why Time Warner Cable Internet is built for speed. With up to 50 megabits, it's powerful enough for all your devices, all at once. Upgrade to the triple play for as low as $89.99 a month. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better. And catch The Lone Ranger now in theaters.
No problems out there right now. This is great news for Boom traffic. There aren't any accidents slowing things down. You know, we've got our traffic flow data. This is real-time information coming into our traffic system. There are a couple of areas where we're seeing, you know, some minor delays, but we're not seeing any gridlock. Nothing's really stacked up out there. If there was, you'd see kind of the red lights showing up on my maps. Now, here's a picture from our traffic cameras at 670, just north of downtown, east and westbound 670. Been looking good for most of the evening. Chopper 4 is flying high above kind of downtown there right at 315. You know, we have not really seen any problems so far this evening. It has been a great drive for folks that are heading down to Boom. Of course, a lot of people are already there, but you can still make your way down. And even some of the areas where there is parking, it seems like there are still spots available. Should be a fun night, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Monica. And boy, people are coming down, strolling, lots of people eating and enjoying the food. I think we said we had something like 120 vendors here this evening. Everything you could think of you'd want to eat along the Midway.
You would think so. And Jared Smalley and our Matt Barnes, our two great sports talents, are in the sport of seeing how many of these stands they can stop by and chow on. Let's go out to Matt and Jared. Matt?
That's right, Kevin. We are here at a place which sells Polish sausages, Philly cheesesteaks, and yes, a chicken footlong corn dog. Is that right, Jared?
Oh,
yeah.
It's 100% chicken corn dog. It is, I'm told it's the best thing here.
Wow.
So this is step one of eating our way down the street. Here we go.
Yeah, he's going to need to work out for probably about a week just to work off the calories on that.
Delightful.
Yeah, you like
Delightful.
And he did that without ketchup and mustard.
So good.
You're a trooper, and you saw that. He had to work for that. He actually had to work just to get that for
You keep
free
doing your
today.
thing. I'm going to be here.
Don't put it back in the tray, Jared.
So obviously, this is a great event today. And this fall, we're going to have great events, obviously, with the football team, Ohio State. But for 1 week in October, there's going to be another great event right here in Dublin, Ohio, where the eyes of the golf world will be watching the President's Cup.
What's exciting about it is we haven't seen an event like this come through Columbus in a lot of years. And it's completely different than the Memorial Tournament.
What makes the President's Cup different is the team aspect. Team USA versus Team International, made up of the best non-European players. And with teams comes loud and proud fans.
It will be a fanatic scene. It'll be people cheering back and forth and rooting for their country, rooting for their players. And you don't see that at a stroke play event, at a normal golf tournament.
The players don't play for any money, instead just the cup. The United States has kept it since 2000, but this year's international squad may be the best yet, led by Masters champ Adam Scott.
From the minute that first shot is hit, the electricity in the air, the excitement that permeates throughout the facility is going to go from Thursday afternoon until Sunday night. And that's really different and unique for the game.
Millions of people around the world will be watching the action. You can watch it October 5th and 6th right here on NBC4.
That is going to be exciting. Nothing like one of those international competitions.
All right, and we're going to check in with the Atlas Butler countdown clock. It is ticking away.
And we now just have 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 50 seconds until Red, White, and Boom 2013.
Like the Ferris wheel goes around and around, well, the trouble with up is there's always a down. First I'm holding your
Cast of Red, White, and Boom is sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers, your local Toyota dealers, and your Central Ohio Kia dealers.
Here for you.
It means finding ways to make your life better. It's more than just exposing problems.
It means focusing on outcomes.
It's relentlessly following up
and reporting on stories that provide real solutions.
It's highlighting the people who make a difference here in Central Ohio,
so we can help affect true positive change.
Here for you.
Here for you.
Here for you. NBC4.
Here for you.
This 4th of July, make savings the star with Meijer Math. Find low prices on certified Angus beef ground chuck and Aunt Millie's home-style bread and buns. And show your pride with Americana teas for the whole family. This 4th of July, for savings that really add up, come to Meijer.
Come into Steak and Shake for half-price happy hour weekdays 2 to 4 p.m. Enjoy hand-dipped milkshakes made with real milk for half the price. Try one of our classic, side-by-side, or specialty milkshakes today. Steak and Shake. Come into Steak and Shake for 4 meals under $4. Get your choice of steak burger meals made with 100% beef and seared on a fiery hot grill. Or even crispy chicken fingers for under $4 each. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers.
How do you make the 4th of July even better? For 7 days only, you can get the summer's biggest savings on a new Toyota. Get leases from just $159 a month. Get 0% financing for 60 months on 8 different Toyotas. And for these 7 days only, get 0 for 60. Plus $1,500 total bonus cash on any new Toyota Camry. And you get 2-year maintenance at no extra charge. Only during Toyota's 4th of July sales event. Now through Monday. Toyota. Let's go places.
Every week at Meijer, we offer special savings on products across the store. That means more savings that really add up on more items that are already on your list. Come see how Meijer Math saves you even more.
NBC4's Boom Central is presented by Walmart.
Well, we welcome you back, and we are honored again, of course, to have with us one of those real heroes of our society. He is a 27-year Army veteran.
He's still serving, I think.
Still serving for a little while yet. Craig Mason, Sergeant First Class Craig Mason, and you've been a few places in the world, haven't you?
Yes, sir. Certainly have. Kosovo, Iraq, Hungary, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia.
Now, you have attained something that very, very, very few people in the military get, and I know you guys are humble heroes who don't like to brag about yourself, but explain to everyone what the Audie Murphy award is that you received.
That is, you have to be nominated, and I was nominated by my division sergeant major, and you have to live the warrior ethos. It's specifically for the top 1% of the United States Army non-commissioned officers. So it's quite an honor to be nominated, much less to be recognized and inducted into the club.
Now, as Sergeant First Class, that means often you're right on the front. You're there on the front lines with other soldiers. Have you seen some action in some of those places?
Quite a bit, yes, sir.
Yeah, and what does that do to the perspective of when you're over there and you're seeing a lot of the civilians there that are being put under a lot of stress and pressure, and you realize what we have in this country, don't you?
Yes, sir. I try to make it a big point every time I come home to talk with my girls about how great this country is, and then tell them and show them pictures of how bad some of the other countries in the world have it.
There are your girls. We see them. You got 3 daughters, is it?
Yes, that's correct.
And you know, someone who's served as long as you have, who's been in the military, who's been around the world, who has seen the most and seen the worst, on a day like this when we're celebrating our country's independence and freedom and really the principles of this nation, must give you a certain pride that a lot of people can't recognize.
It does, each and every day, but especially on Memorial Day, July 4th.
Right.
Those days are extremely special, and I am very selfish that I like to spend them with my family.
That's not selfish.
No. There was a time, I think, when in veterans, particularly during the Vietnam era, where they felt like maybe their efforts were not honored, maybe as they needed to be. Do you feel like that culture has changed in this country, say, in the last 10, 20 years?
Dramatically, and I'll tell you why. It's because of the Vietnam veterans themselves. Yep. They are the first ones to greet us when we get off the plane from being overseas, and they do everything for us that they didn't get when they returned home.
Well, we welcome you home. We know you're going to be retiring later this year. Your family's gain is the Army's loss.
Yeah.
So welcome back home, and thank you so much for coming down here to see us tonight. We really
appreciate your service. We really do. Thank you, Sergeant.
Appreciate everything that you guys do. Your support, we couldn't do it without your support.
Well, I bet you could still hit it for 40, but we're going to give you the night off. No push-ups tonight.
Tomorrow morning, maybe.
Okay. Thank you.
And have fun watching the fireworks with your family down here.
That's right.
It's nice that they could join you.
Thank you, Craig, and enjoy the rest of the night, because we're only 1 hour and 14 minutes and 55 seconds from Red, White, and Boom, the Atlas Butler Boom Clock.
The Ford Oval of Honor recognizes the common people among us willing to step forward and defend our country, like Lieutenant Colonel Charles Allen, who has served in the U.S. Air Force more than 30 years, fighting in 3 military campaigns and logging more than 6,500 hours of flight time. At times, he found himself in some tough situations. During his second combat mission in World War II, Lieutenant Allen and his crew of 10 were forced to bail out of their damaged B-24, landing in Nazi-occupied Yugoslavia.
They told us always hide or shoot and get away from it because people could see where we were. So I did that, and pretty soon I heard some voices. Well, I tried to hide more, and I heard that they get a little closer.
The voices Lieutenant Allen heard were members of Tito's partisans. Over the next 42 days, the Yugoslavian underground fighters fed and protected Allen and his team while leading them to safety.
It's an honor to serve your country, and that's why I stayed in all the time.
WNCI and NBC4 are proud to present Red, White, and Boom.
Whether you can plan your life around, NBC4 here for you.
Come on, little guy, you can't be sitting there. What are you doing out in the middle of nowhere?
Those who love salads love Ken's. Born in a great steakhouse.
At Longhorn, we do steak and we do it bold like nowhere else. Tonight, it's new steaks that sizzle for $11.99, like the smoky double bacon or the spicy jalapeno cheddar. At $11.99, these 3 steaks won't wait around. Longhorn Steakhouse, you can't fake steak.
It's Mattress Firm's huge 4th of July coupon sale with coupon savings of $50, $100, $200, or even our biggest savings of up to $500 store-wide. Plus, any size firm mattress is just $99 each piece. And through Tuesday, get 72-month financing. Hurry in to save up to $500 on the Tempur-Ergo collection or save up to $200 on the Tempur-Cloud Select set before prices go up nationwide. So don't miss the final days of the huge 4th of July coupon sale. Mattress Firm. Save money. Sleep happy.
Scioto Downs Racino. 50 years of heart-pounding excitement continues with our winning tradition. We've got live harness racing and over 2,100 action-packed games that never stop. A bountiful buffet and a vast array of additional dining options. There's exhilarating fun for everyone, and you won't believe the variety of thrilling games. Join the In Club for incredible rewards and enjoy live entertainment. Scioto Downs Racino, where I'm in.
This summer, she needed to get away.
I'm not even your blood type.
And get away in a hurry. In a Ford Focus.
Who's that? It's my ex-boyfriend.
Great mileage.
Oh, I still love you.
Wicked handling.
How do we lose this guy? Whoa, Caroline, wait. We'll just drive till the sun comes out.
Now, during the Ford Summer Spectacular, get a Focus with 0% financing plus $1,500 bonus cash. Now playing at a Ford dealer near you.
Those who love salads love Ken's. Born in a great steakhouse.
Giant Eagle Market District is proud to provide the catering for NBC4's Red, White, and Boom crew.
The Ford Oval of Honor recognizes the common people among us willing to step forward and defend our country, like Bill Ruth, who during World War II took part in a remarkable series of battle firsts.
The 3rd Armored Division were the first to fire a shot into Germany, the first to enter Germany, the first to shoot a German plane down with a gun in place on the German soil, and that's our claim to fame.
Bill and the 3rd Armored Division fought in 5 major campaigns: Normandy, Northern France, Central Europe, the Rhineland, and the Battle of the Bulge. But to this day, one of his most vivid memories is arriving at a newly liberated concentration camp, having to help those who were still alive, unable to help so many who had already died. Bill has also never forgotten the hundreds of men who never made it home.
It's always a sober, solemn event when we go through those cemeteries.
Do you have an unfulfilled dream lurking somewhere in a dark corner of your mind? A Central Ohio veteran had a dream that he thought could never be fulfilled. He held it for more than 70 years. And then he found out sometimes dreams are nothing but dreams until they're done. Roy Wade certainly enjoys tapping along to the music, but there was a time when these feet wore army boots. It was, of course, the day that lives in infamy, December 7th, 1941, the unthinkable attack on an American stronghold that would send the country into a world war and send our countrymen and women into harm's way. When the bombs were dropped on Hawaii, Roy Wade wasn't yet 18. He was a senior in high school, and as America ramped up its commitment to the global conflict, Roy was eager to do his part. 3 months after Pearl Harbor, Roy convinced his father to let him leave high school to go to war.
I had to run out to the pottery where he was working and have him to sign the paper, and then took it back, and then they took me.
He was sent to North Africa, was there when Germany's Rommel stormed through.
Oh, yes, I am proud of it. I surely am. I was right there with the rest of them.
And making a difference.
Making a difference, that's right. Like a brotherhood. It surely is.
Bombs and bullets, like the other men and women of the greatest generation who served through this greatest of challenges, Roy lived through the unrelenting trauma and tragedy that is war. By 1945, Roy was suffering from shell shock. At a hospital canteen dance, he met a lovely woman named Betty.
You just came back from the war? I said, yeah. She said, how wonderful for you to get back from there.
They married 3 days later. 2 children, a happy life, and a lifelong regret.
Everybody wants their diploma from high school. It's just a common thing. You're out in the cold if you don't have a diploma for your high school. It's a wonderful thing to have.
So when he told his family that he still regrets not having a diploma, they contacted the VA. They proved he was honorably discharged, and the Cambridge School Board approved this very special graduation ceremony.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on being the newest graduate from Cambridge High School.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I was out of this world. I was floating on air. It was wonderful. You never believe how wonderful I felt.
They gave their everything for us.
Barb Thompson helped arrange the graduation ceremony and helps care for Roy, who will soon turn 90.
And this helps with, remembering his times and doing what he did when he was younger and everything. And we're just glad that we were able to help him get it.
Roy is in the early stages of Alzheimer's. He had 11 brothers and sisters, but he is the last alive. And this year, as a member of the graduating class of 2013, he made family history.
I wanted it so bad because nobody in my family graduated from high school. I'm the first one.
And he's so proud of himself, and we are proud of him too. It's time for the Atlas Butler countdown clock. It's just ticking away.
That's right. We're now just 1 hour and 5 minutes and 35 seconds away from Red, White, and Boom 2013. We're glad you're with us. Come on down or stay tuned.
Of joy in moments of grief. We are there. When the world looks for truth, broadcasters come through, even when all else fails. Today, with more ways than ever to experience the moments that transform our lives, Americans still choose broadcast television and radio more than all other media combined. We are the local broadcasters of radio and television.
Watch Ellen, weekdays at 4 on NBC4. Giant Eagle Market District is proud to provide the catering for NBC4's Red, White, and Boom crew.
To build a groundbreaking new car like Dodge Dart, we knew we had to give it an extraordinary engine. We made sure there was something for the green crowd, the critics, and the tech fanatics. But we completely ignored the finance guys.
Well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on Dart SXT for $149 a month, or purchase and get $750 cash allowance.
The new 2014 Fiat 500L is here, starting at $19,900. This Fiat has 4 doors and way more interior space. More Fiat means more possibilities. Find yours at Bob Boyd Fiat, I-70 and Bryce Road, or at bobboydfiat.com.
Think Toyota, think Penske.
As always, we thank you for watching tonight and celebrating this 33rd Red, White, and Boom with us. The fireworks are now just a little over an hour away.
And if you are just joining us, we've got a great show ahead for you tonight, including live interviews with the crowds downtown, excited for Boom, and traffic updates along the way with Monica Day.
And some wonderful stories. Ellie Merritt will tell us about the women who joined the military and served our country during World War II and Vietnam.
Jim Ganal is going to be telling us about some of the programs, including the USO that helps service members and their families.
And I will be sharing with you the story of a local veteran, a community leader and barber using his skills to make a difference in his community.
And right now, Monica's been keeping an eye on the roads, letting us know what it looks like getting into downtown. Some people still on the way. Monica, any major problems yet?
Colleen, we're actually looking really good. We've got no accidents right now. Traffic flow is pretty good around downtown. We can see just east of the split here at 70 and 71. Everything's moving along at a great pace. Taking a look at live pictures from Chopper 4 now. This is around 670 and Neal. We're seeing a little back up there. Mostly folks that are just on the off ramps from the freeway trying to get to parking. Pretty typical of Boom, but really, all in all, not too bad, Cabot.
All right, Monica, thanks a lot. Matt and Jer, they're somewhere out there tonight.
Well, you know, they're a couple of hungry young men,
Yeah,
Cabot.
they're young men. They're still growing.
Make their way through some really healthy food, I'm sure.
It's great choices out there tonight, guys. What are you drinking on camera, Jared?
Doesn't really matter, does it?
No, exactly. You got to get refreshed, Cabot, all right? You can't just eat. We got to drink a little
Nice
something.
mug.
Stay hydrated.
Hey, the crowds are getting bigger here along the riverfront. This is a perfect spot to watch the fireworks. We have Jennifer here who wants to say hello to her mother in Circleville, right?
That's right. Carolyn, hi, Mom.
Well, see, we're making dreams come true, too. And Jared's got a family who's been here for a long time, haven't they?
Well, we told you earlier at 5 o'clock that this is really one of the best spots to go along the riverfront. These are permanent swings that are built in here. They redid these a couple years ago. They're fabulous. Ed, You brought your family here at 2 o'clock today to scout out this spot. Why?
Well, we're trying to beat the crowds in and the traffic coming in, and as we were walking, just seeing what was here, saw the swing, and thought it'd be a perfect place to sit up for the evening.
And it's absolutely perfect. You're just right across the river. It seems like it's a great view.
That's right. And it's really loud. They've been shooting off a few fireworks, and you can really feel it from here.
Okay, you see, it's perfect. See, my theory at 5 o'clock has been proven.
Jared, we have a problem.
Yeah, what?
I need to eat something.
Well, you won't do it. I'm the one that's busy doing all the work, and maybe when we come back next time,
I'm getting something to eat, Captain Colleen. It has to happen. I'm getting hungry.
Excuse me, I'm busy.
All right. Back to you.
We feel so bad for you, Matt.
You should. Thank you.
You poor young man. Grab something.
I will.
Thanks, guys. We'll be checking back in with them. Although by the time they get to us, I'm not sure I want to stand too close to either one of them. We're here with Denise Yost at the website, and I love that when you hear from people who are watching from different, we think, oh, it's the biggest fireworks in the Midwest, but it's not just the Midwest that's watching.
Exactly. We had a comment from Lisa, who lives in Orlando, Florida. She's from Ohio. She said that she skips her local fireworks in Florida to watch online with her mom on the phone so that they can still feel like they spent a little bit of the holiday together, which I thought was a really nice little story.
That's really great. And you have some great pictures up there as well. And now I told people that they should send in some pictures of themselves watching from home. You don't have to be down here to post pictures, and you've got some great pictures, and I love the pet pictures, the pets that are all dressed up for red, white, and blue.
Yes, one of the things that we never have trouble getting are pictures of people and their pets. But we've got this little one here. I think that looks like a little bit of a pit bull. I'm not quite sure.
But look how this kid's
and then we've got this one from Panama City, Florida, where they're doing the OHIO on the beach. I'm so jealous of them.
Yeah, but they're going to be watching Red, White, and Blue too. Hey, and we want to remind you at home that we're going to be having a couple of giveaways that we've done this other years, and it's been very popular with our viewers. It's going to be nights out, 2 nights out, courtesy of Cirque du Soleil during our show tonight. And when Totem opens in August, it's going to be under the big top again. It's going to be at the Ohio Expo Center. So really, how are people going to be able to get in on that contest?
At the right time, when you and Cabot tell them to log on and win, there will be a bar at the top of our homepage on NBC4i.com, and it'll say Enter Contest.
Okay, that's great.
And it'll be there for 10 minutes, so make sure that when you guys tell them, when you hear Cabot and Colleen tell you, you've got 10 minutes to enter, so log on quickly.
And you'll get dinner out that night, too, at a Camry Mitchell restaurant, so it'll be a really nice night out for some lucky couple. 2 lucky couples will have a great evening out. And we want to remind all of you as well, there are interactive apps, there are all kinds of things you can do. Be connected, stay connected to the website with your smartphone, even when you're down here.
Exactly, yes. When you're down here, if you're down here or you're at home, that's the one way that you can connect with everybody. So if you're downtown, you can log on and download the NBC4 app or the Red, White, and Boom app. And if you're at home, that's also a way that you can send in your photos too.
Yeah, send in your photos. We've got lots of fun pictures here from people who are watching, not just from the riverfront, but from their living rooms, from other states. So Cabot, really, we are staying connected.
The world sure has changed since we started these Red, White, and Booms, hasn't it? Well, the Atlas Butler countdown clock is ticking away, and we now have just 58 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, until Red, White, and Boom 2013. It's going to be a great night down here.
Talk it up and give me the go round, round like a good time tea.
Cast of Red, White, and Boom is sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers, your local Toyota dealers, and your Central Ohio Kia dealers.
Hail, floods, and tornadoes. When severe weather strikes, it's our commitment to keep you safe. As the most experienced weather team in town, we're with you at the first sign of a threat, and we do not stop until we get you through the storm. Our philosophy on severe weather is simple. We can't prevent it, but we can help keep you and your family safe. That is whether you can plan your life around. NBC4, here for you.
Heading to your local Kia dealership is better than heading to some other dealership, because you can test drive an Optima with an available GDI turbo engine, a Sorento with available third-row seating and a power liftgate, or a Soul, an IIHS top safety pick. And every Kia is backed by one of these. Better cars, better warranty. Game, set, match. Get a Sorento for $199 a month or 0.9% APR plus up to $2,000 customer bonus for qualified customers.
At Nissan this July 4th, you're free to choose and free to save. Celebrate with up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash. The finale is coming soon. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
Speed mattered then, and it matters even more now. That's why Time Warner Cable Internet is built for speed. With up to 50 megabits, it's powerful enough for all your devices, all at once. Upgrade to the triple play for as low as $89.99 a month. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better. And catch The Lone Ranger now in theaters.
At Nissan this July 4th, you're free to choose and free to save. Celebrate with up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash. The finale is coming soon. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
NBC4's Boom Central is presented by Walmart.
Generations of American men have chosen to go off and serve our nation during wars. But, you know, it's not just men who have found themselves right in the middle of battles.
You know, women, many of them young, fresh out of school, have joined the cause, signed up to serve their country, often ending up in the war zones. And tonight, Ellie Merritt introduces us to some women of war.
Everybody went dancing World War II.
So young, so patriotic, a generation unlike any other.
I think that was in your spirit and in your heart.
Fresh out of nursing school, Annie Bell enlisted and was off to war in the Philippines. A woman in the Army ready to serve.
Could have stayed, but there was a lot of reasons. Patriotism was one. Excitement was the other.
But the wounds Annie saw were very real, very raw.
A lot of serious injuries, battle wounds and that at that time.
Was it hard to see that?
Oh yeah, it was hard. It was hard, and there was fresh wounds. You know, they were brought back real quick, so their injuries were very apparent.
I just felt I was led, you know, to do what I did, and I just let that go with me wherever I went.
Eileen Hall was sworn in on her 20th birthday and joined the Women's Army Corps. She was one tough whack in motor car training.
When they told us we could have our name on, smarty me, I said, okay, have no fear, Hall is here. And my commanding officer didn't like that. So he said, you have to take it all off but the Hall.
This young beauty drove officers around England and France in World War II.
And in the mornings you'd go in to Paris and you'd see people and dogs trying to get the same garbage out of the garbage can because they were hungry. And that's something I'll never forget.
She wasn't alone. Thousands of women stepped into nursing, driving, and postal roles in the war. They did what needed to be done. By the late 60s, another foreign war was dividing our country. And Bobby Mershon, a young gal in nursing school, enlisted in the Army for a paycheck, $78 a month.
But I saved every last penny and bought the cutest little red Mustang you ever saw. And that's what I drove to Fort Sam Houston for basic training.
And from there, Vietnam, where a bloody war was defining and scarring a generation. Bobby saw some of the worst of the wounded in her nursing unit.
You just didn't have time to mess around. You had to learn it and learn it quick because we had patients coming in all the time.
Bobby did her job, did it well. Patients didn't stay long. They were stabilized and off to Japan.
What happened to these guys after we took care of them, you never found out.
It was fast and furious.
Yes, very much so.
They are three women, three different journeys through war, but all made the same decision, to serve their country. And often their stories are left untold. Annie's war in the Pacific came to an end.
We heard about something happening, and so the atomic bomb was dropped at that time, and we heard about it through word of mouth and whatever radio contact somebody had.
Eileen and her husband, serving in Italy, headed home to begin a life together.
In fact, he got home 7 days before I did, and he was waiting at the train station when I got home.
And Bobby went on to a long career in nursing.
You never forget, just like any other veteran, you never forget.
Annie, too, a lifelong nurse.
That's his Bronze Star.
And after the war, she met her husband, who served in the Pacific, too. They met at a dance. A generation that began life at war and served with pride.
And what's
Lynn Miller.
remarkable about that generation is that women not only went off to war, some of them, but some of them went into the industry and
Absolutely.
manufacturing for the first time ever.
I'm trying to
Those
remember the time.
Rosie the Riveter or
That's
something?
it. Good.
Yeah,
That's what's it. Yeah, they used to go in and work the factories. And
Right.
boy, they were critical. Women were critical, not only holding down the home, but literally getting out and working in the factories and doing all they could. So we salute you, ladies.
Yeah, these women really are quite remarkable. What a
Absolutely.
story they've got.
And Jim Ganal, we're going to go to
Another
Jim.
veteran.
He's a veteran, and you have a story regarding the weather, don't you?
Yeah, but we have a USO story coming up in about 15 minutes as well. When you look at the sky, it looks absolutely gorgeous here at Sunset. Pink colors of hues, and we do have some rain showers off to the south of us about Circleville. They are expected to get here about 10:30, and that would be the time that the fireworks would come to an end. Hey, Cabot, here's Trevor.
Oh,
he went to prom with your niece.
And Emily, that's
Emily,
correct.
yeah. So
In
where's Trevor?
Westerville.
Columbus, Ohio. Columbus.
How old are you, Trevor?
33.
Fantastic. Wave to the camera if you can. Thanks. Very, very good. Over here, these little kids have been waiting a long time. Oh my gosh, did you hair your hair that way? Do you know what that means when your hair's like that? That means lightning's going to strike you. If your hair stands up and you get a tickle in your body, you're going to get hit by lightning. So don't stand next to you. Did you do that yourself?
No, my mom did.
You like that?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Mohawk.
Okay. And how about you? What's your name, honey?
Juliana. 11.
Is this your first red, white, and boom?
No.
Coming down here every year?
Yeah.
I've been waiting here for about 45 minutes, it seems, just to say hi to everybody on camera. Who else wants to say something? Anybody? Yeah, who are you?
Hi, I'm Tyler. Columbus.
Been down here before?
Yeah, it's my 7th year in a row.
Where do you usually go to watch the fireworks at?
Right over there on the other side of the bridge. There's a place right in front of the memorial.
Did anybody get down by the river or not?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, a lot of people down here, so light rain showers coming in at 10:30. Other than that, that's about it for the moment.
Well, the fireworks should be done by then, so that's a good
I
thing.
hope so.
And we're here with internet guru Denise Yost here for us. And Denise, you've been chatting it up now with some people online.
Yeah, we actually wanted to put you and Colleen on the hot seat this time. So
Okay.
I asked for some questions, and what they want to know is what your favorite firework is.
My favorite firework. I love it. They have a thing, I think it's called the waterfall, that starts high and it just kind of gleams as it makes its way down. It's either that or the Weeping Willow. It's one of those two, but you'll see it. It's undeniable, this long streamer thing. That's my favorite firework. And what else you got? You got one for Colleen I can pass along?
Well, I think she's over there. She's kind of busy right now, but
Okay.
that's okay. The next question that we'll ask for the audience, though,
Okay, yes.
what do they want to hear in the soundtrack? It's a huge deal every year. It's a big secret. No one really knows what's going to be on it, but we want to know what your favorite thing is for the soundtrack. What are you most looking forward to hearing?
Yeah, maybe it's one that you've heard before. What are you into each year? We also want to let the folks know at home that if you go to NBC4i.com right now to enter and win an evening out, thanks to Cirque du Soleil, one lucky winner will receive, are you ready for this? 4 tickets to the upcoming Cirque du Soleil Totem and a $100 gift card to the Cameron Mitchell restaurant of your choice. To enter, log on to NBC4i.com now. Click the contest bar at the top of the screen. After you register, make sure you enter our contest word. You ready? Fireworks. You only have 10 minutes to enter, so log on right now, Colleen.
And we only have 47 minutes and 35 seconds on the Atlas Butler countdown clock. Stay with us. We're getting closer to 2013 Red, White, and Boom.
The Ford Oval of Honor recognizes the common people among us willing to step forward and defend our country, like Rick Seitzinger, who during Desert Storm flew over 60 combat missions, earning the Air Medal as well as the Air Force Outstanding Unit Award.
Even though we were an activated unit, our unit had the most on-time reliability out of any C-130 aircraft unit in the entire theater. There's no better feeling knowing that you've done your job, but to know that you've been recognized for it, and you've received an Air Medal to serve my country and, you know, doing my job is the reason why I enlisted. Always thank your service people, because a thank you goes a long way. Just thank all of them.
WNCI and NBC4 are proud to present Red, White, and Boom.
Now our $6 farmhouse deals start early. Your favorite meals like our famous classic breakfast or deluxe griddle combo, only $6. Now all day long at Bob Evans. Come see what's cooking.
I'm Leo Roberto from Fiesel. Being former U.S. military, we match roofs for troops. If your family has an active or former troop, call us to learn how to win a free roof. Call Fiesel now and get a free 17-point inspection. 614 Quality, or visit us at FieselInc.com.
Scioto Downs Racino. 50 years of heart-pounding excitement continues with our winning tradition. We've got live harness racing and over 2,100 action-packed games that never stop. A bountiful buffet and a vast array of additional dining options. There's exhilarating fun for everyone, and you won't believe the variety of thrilling games. Join the In Club for incredible rewards and enjoy live entertainment. Scioto Downs Racino, where I'm in.
This summer, you're gonna need this. Thrilling adventure. Heroic performance. Ford Summer Spectacular Sales Event. Featuring blockbuster deals.
He's the best chance we got.
Now playing at your local Ford dealer.
So you in or out?
Traffic really has not been an issue for us so far this year. You know, things have looked pretty good as far as the flow of things trying to get downtown. Now, once you're downtown, we have seen some delays on the exit ramps, basically just kind of staffing up as people are looking for parking. Here is our traffic camera at 670 there near Park Street. No problems or delays as far as the flow of traffic. East and westbound lanes looking good. We haven't really seen too many issues along the freeway today. Chopper 4 has been flying high above downtown, checking things out. Boom at the ballparks going on there at Huntington Park, and there's a lot of action around that area. Of course, Neal Avenue gets a little stacked up, folks trying to find some place again just to watch the fireworks. But for the most part, it's been, I think, a pretty good drive for people heading down there, Kevin and Colleen.
Good to hear.
That is really good to hear. And, you know, as we look back, the crowd strolling along, everybody's getting really amped up as we get closer to Red, White, and Boom. But what a fun time everybody seems to be having out there tonight.
And it's very pleasant out. We remember a year ago, we were literally melting at this point. So that is not the case this year, and that's a good thing. And there may be some rain later tonight, but we're going to get these fireworks in. But first,
we'll get through it.
Jared and Matt, they need to get a little more food tasting, a little more entertainment in for us. And, you know, we're living vicariously through you and your taste buds.
We got a little snack.
Yeah. Is that the petite size?
Yeah, this is a grown-up size right here. This is as we continue our taste of Boom. Matt, what is this? It's the deep fried banana pudding from Connie's Pizza down here, and boy, does this look. We're just start eating if you don't mind. Right. So let's just see what this actually.
What's that cost there, guys?
For Matt, I think it was free. What's the retail value? Priceless. Priceless. Wow, it's incredible.
Is it good,
That
Matt?
is incredible.
Is it really good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. While he does this, I want to tell you a quick story that both Matt and I had a chance to meet this young man a couple months ago. According to the Department of Veterans Affairs, nearly 160,000 veterans are legally blind. Well, a couple months ago, we had a chance to meet one of those veterans. He was speaking at Ohio State, and he's a guy who's been able to envision a new life for himself through sport.
Everything I can do autonomously is one step in the right direction. So if I can figure out what color shirt I have on, awesome.
He cannot see them, but Lieutenant Bradley Snyder can feel the impact he's making on these students. He graduated from the Naval Academy in 2006 and served tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. While on duty in 2011, Snyder stepped on a roadside landmine, suffering major injuries to his face.
I was able to look down, and then I saw that I had two limbs, 2 legs, and 2 arms, and I was able to see
that largely the damage from my neck down was not bad. I didn't really realize at that moment I was going to be blind, but I knew I was going to be okay.
He returned home and received a Purple Heart, but Snyder's heart for competition remained bright. He was a 4-year varsity swimmer at Navy, so he returned to the pool. And this past fall, he represented America again at the Paralympics.
It ended up being an incredible conduit to recovery.
All Snyder did was win 3 medals, including 2 golds, and when he came home, he led the U.S. delegation to meet the president. He's been inspired to take up marathons. He ran with a guide from his Naval Academy days and completed 26.2 miles. In May, he served as the torchbearer for the Warrior Games, where he met Prince Harry and Olympic swimming champion Missy Franklin. Snyder's athletic talents have opened many doors.
I experienced a lot of success right from the get-go and just hopped aboard this steaming locomotive and never looked back, and it was awesome.
Snyder maintains that momentum by telling his story. He's the spokesperson for Delta Gamma Fraternity's outreach program to assist visually impaired veterans, continuing to represent the best in America.
I feel incredibly fortunate. There's a very small amount of veterans who have the opportunity to compete on both platforms, and I can't describe in words how it feels to do both.
And we found out last week Brad is now a finalist for an ESPY award. He's one of the 5 finalists for the best male athlete with a disability. You can actually vote for Brad. Go online to ESPN.com and vote for him there. Before we go back, this is my new friend Evan, and this is a vertical tricycle. Evan, is this hard?
Wow.
Oh, no, it's just lots of fun.
Nice job, Jared.
I knew I would.
You distracted
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And now we got distractions all over. Sir, this is
somebody's shooting at him.
Extremely impressive. I just wanted to make sure you saw what's going on here.
Jared,
that's impressive.
Being an assistant in the circus is not your calling, brother.
Apparently not.
Thanks, though. That was a great story. And with so many veterans in need of assistance, one young man that you may know is really making a difference.
And his name is Brady Quinn. He's known for touchdowns on the field, but he also is making some marks off the field with what's known as the Third and Goal Foundation. Monica Day has that story.
Brady Quinn has spent most of his life scoring touchdowns. A high school standout, a finalist for the Heisman, and a first-round draft pick to the NFL. Making the big play is what he does. But for the last 2 years, he has dedicated his life just as much to making touchdowns off the field.
Third and goal happens to be a very critical down and situation in football games. Usually what makes the difference between a win and a loss. And for me, I feel like what we're doing with the Third and Goal Foundation is really a critical point in these soldiers' lives, helping them transition into their civilian life.
The foundation works to complete what they call touchdowns for the recipients. They give them once-in-a-lifetime opportunities and home improvements to make their lives more comfortable. These are crucial adjustments to doorways, home layout, and the addition of ramps in order to accommodate veterans' needs.
We also want to let them know that they should feel appreciation for what they do, and we want to be able to provide that to them. As good as it feels to score a touchdown, I don't think it matches the life-changing event that we feel like we're able to give to them.
Making this quarterback's legacy off the field the one that really counts.
And the Atlas Butler countdown clock continues to just tick away.
It's ticking quickly. We're down now to 38 minutes until Red, White, and Boom 2013.
Of Red, White, and Boom is sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers, your local Toyota dealers, and your Central Ohio Kia dealers.
Good boy. You like it right, don't you? We're going to have a ball. Okay, here we go. Having fun, aren't you? Whoa, I thought so.
Yep, Jack's bringing the dinosaurs. Visit Dinosaur Island. The biggest thing in 65 million years. All summer, only at the Columbus Zoo.
This guy roamed the Earth over 65 million years ago.
Like our van.
Yeah, we need to sell it.
Need an appraisal?
Yeah, we do.
When selling your car, start with a written offer. No strings attached. CarMax. Start here.
This 4th of July, Meijer Math means more savings for your celebration. Fire up the grill with low prices on certified Angus beef ground chuck and Kingsford brand charcoal. And don't forget Aunt Millie's homestyle bread and buns, too. Cool off with special savings on Coke and Pepsi brand 24 packs and show your pride with Americana teas for the whole family and fireworks for your very own display. This 4th of July, for savings that really add up, come to Meijer, where the math always works in your favor.
How do you make the 4th of July even better? For 7 days only, you can get the summer's biggest savings on a new Toyota. Get leases from just $159 a month. Get 0% financing for 60 months on 8 different Toyotas. And for these 7 days only, get 0 for 60. Plus $1,500 total bonus cash on any new Toyota Camry. And you get 2-year maintenance at no extra charge. Only during Toyota's 4th of July sales event. Now through Monday. Toyota. Let's go places.
What can Advantages and Performance Academies provide your child?
We have small class sizes. We have the best curriculum that's available. We have extended day from 8 to 4, more time in the classroom, quality instruction, teachers who are certified and highly trained, daily fitness in soccer, martial arts, and tennis. We address the needs of the whole child at Advantages Prep and Fitness Academies.
Come see how Advantages Preparatory and Fitness Academies can make a difference for your child.
During the summer, you know, Columbus really is host to a lot of exciting things to do, like Red, White, and Boom.
And later this summer, Cirque du Soleil is bringing back the big top with their performance Totem. Now keep watching tonight because you're going to have another chance to win some tickets, and that is supposed to be one spectacular show. And what a beautiful view that is of downtown Columbus. The lights, the darkening sky, and the people getting ready for Red, White, and Boom.
And, you know, we're still about 35 minutes from showtime. So, Monica, is traffic still pretty heavy coming into downtown, or is it lightening up now?
Things haven't been too bad for us this evening. We've been really lucky. There weren't very many accidents. There were a couple of earlier problem spots, but those cleared pretty quickly. I think people have been really patient, and so there haven't really been any issues. Now, we are starting to see a little bit of stack up moving through the split. It's mainly just people getting off the freeway. The off ramps are where we're seeing those delays. Looking at some shots here from Chopper 4, we've got live pictures kind of flying up above, and you can see here there aren't any of the main arteries that are really backed up. We're not seeing a lot of brake lights there. Everything has really kind of moved along at a great pace for us, which is nice on a big day like this.
That is a postcard view of downtown Columbus. The Atlas Butler countdown clock getting closer and closer to the big show.
And we now have just 33 minutes and 35 seconds, give or take, to Red, White, and Boom 2013. Stay tuned.
Because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band, and now
the Ford Oval of Honor recognizes the common people among us willing to step forward and defend our country, like Ryan Jones, who received a Bronze Star for valor while serving in Iraq. His commendation recognizes Ryan's actions demonstrated exceptional gallantry. But to Ryan, he was just helping a friend.
On September 7th, our platoon was attacked, and 11 of us were shot, and ended up saving one of my best friend's life. It's hard to explain how close you get over there. It's kind of just like having your own brother, only you don't fight as much because you're not allowed to. I know if I called them on a drop of a hat, they'd come and help me with anything I needed.
And Ryan is grateful of the support he and his fellow soldiers receive.
It's nice to hear that we are supported when we're there. It really means something to people, so just to let them know that they care that what we're doing, it's nice.
WNCI and NBC4 are proud to present Red, White, and Boom.
Right now at Roush Honda, lease a 2013 Civic LX for just $109 a month, 30 miles per gallon, Bluetooth, Pandora radio, backup camera, and more for just $109 a month. Straight talk, more affordable, Roush Honda.
At Nissan this July 4th, you're free to choose and free to save.
Celebrate with up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash. The finale is coming soon. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
This 4th of July, Meijer Math means more savings for your celebration. Fire up the grill with low prices on certified Angus beef ground chuck and Kingsford brand charcoal. And don't forget Aunt Millie's homestyle bread and buns, too. Cool off with special savings on Coke and Pepsi brand 24-packs. And show your pride with Americana teas for the whole family and fireworks for your very own display. This 4th of July, for savings that really add up, come to Meijer, where the math always works in your favor.
Today, people are being smarter with their money and investments, spending wisely and discovering there's a better way to live, a smarter way. At Smarter Mortgages, we agree. We help clients make sound mortgage decisions and deliver more than just low interest rates. We guarantee closing costs, offer personalized loan options, and seamless closings. Buying or refinancing? Contact us to see why we are the smart choice. Call today or visit smartermortgages.com.
Don't like what you're driving? Exchange it for a new Honda from $149 a month or zero down. Plus, get more for your trade than ever before during our 4th of July sale. Honda, the most trusted brand and made right here in Central Ohio, from $149 a month or zero down. A top safety pick with the best resale value from $149 a month or zero down. Or save thousands with 0.9% financing for 60 months this week during the 4th of July sale at your Central Ohio Honda dealers.
Right now at Roush Honda, lease a 2013 Civic EX for just $119 a month. 30 miles per gallon, moonroof, Bluetooth, backup camera, and more for just $119 a month. Straight talk, affordable luxury, Roush Honda.
At Nissan this July 4th, you're free to choose and free to save. Celebrate with up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash. The finale is coming soon. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
NBC4's Boom Central is presented by Walmart.
Good evening, I'm Jim Canal. Yep, we've got raindrops falling on my head. Hopefully there won't be any lightning in this. Steady or heavy rain is expected after 10:30. When you probably think of the USO, you probably think of the canteens and the celebrities entertaining the troops on the time. But the USO is so much more than that. Their partner programs like Ohio's Operation Military Kids provide vital support to the military families here at home, including here in Central Ohio. Families like the Frays of Pickerington. For them, the grants, the summer camps, the care packages have gone a long way toward helping them cope with and embrace the challenges of military life.
And what was it like for you to be over there and your family's over here?
It helps knowing that there's support, family.
Yeah. And the military had
Kim Frey is a senior master sergeant in the Ohio Air Reserve Guard. He served our country for 32 years. He says it's been a good life for him, his wife Renee, and their 2 children, and he wouldn't give it up for anything. But thinking about the separations and the moments big and small that he's missed while overseas in Iraq and Afghanistan make him emotional.
I think it's probably tougher on them. I'm there, I know what's going on, but they're at home and they don't know what's going on with me.
I truly understand what it would be like for a person to be a single parent and how difficult that must be. And we just tried to keep ourselves very busy, and I kept them, active.
Renee Frey is also in the military. She is a senior master sergeant in the Ohio Air National Guard. She says support is the key to helping military families not only survive, but thrive.
It's just knowing that people care about you.
The Frey children, 13-year-old Molly and 15-year-old Jacob, say being military kids has made them tougher, more resilient. But it can sometimes be isolating. That's where programs like Ohio Operation Military Kids Camp comes in.
Most of the kids, they understand you and they get what you're going through, whereas kids at your school who aren't military children, they don't understand what you're going through or how hard it is or the benefits of it, things like that.
It kind of like takes your mind off of
like your parents being away or anything like that, any hardships, it just kind of helps with that.
Last year, Jacob and Molly each received grants from Our Military Kids to attend the summer camp of their choice. For Jacob, it was a Nike golf camp. Molly, a ballerina, chose Ballet Met's Summer Intensive program. And then this spring, a major honor for Molly. She was one of only 4 children in the country to be selected as a Military Kid of the Year. The phrase also do what they can to give back and make a difference.
In my 6th grade class, we wrote letters and sent them overseas.
Kim Frey knows firsthand how special it is to be thought of when you are far away from home.
It really does work. They open those packages up, just, what's in there. It's even if it's not something that you're really missing, it's just a package from home. I was deployed with the toughest guys in the world, the Marines, but they love those packages. Those things show up.
I think if they have the opportunity and the time is right and they can maybe donate towards the USO and organizations that help support these programs, that's a wonderful thing. I also think that people, if they think about it, if they know someone has a deployed person that's gone, maybe offer, show up and mow their grass, or, maybe take them out to dinner or something, do something nice to help them, that family out.
It's important that I know, and everyone who's deployed, when you're over there, you can just take care of business and know that everything here is going to be okay.
I'm very thankful to all the organizations that have honored the military, and that, it's been so valuable.
What a great story. And look at this, the clock, the Atlas Butler countdown clock. Boy, it's getting closer.
Doesn't the Levesque look beautiful tonight? In fact, we are now just 24 and 40 seconds until Red, White, and Boom 2013 about to take off.
Of Red, White, and Boom is sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers, your local Toyota dealers, and your Central Ohio Kia dealers.
You really couldn't come at a better time. These Chevys are moving fast.
I'll take that Malibu.
Yeah, excuse me. The Equinox and Atlantis Blue is mine.
I was here first. It's mine.
I called about that one. It's mine.
Mine.
It's mine.
Actually, it's mine. No, it's not. It's mine.
Better get going. It's Chevy's Independence Day celebration.
Central Ohio. Through July 8th, there's incredible offers on every Chevy during the Independence Day celebration at your Central Ohio Chevy dealer.
Marco! Marco! Marco!
Get 2 parks for the price of 1. Kings Island and Soak City. Coasters, water slides, and more. Kings Island. Thrills connect.
Speed mattered then, and it matters even more now. That's why Time Warner Cable Internet is built for speed. With up to 50 megabits, it's powerful enough for all your devices, all at once. Upgrade to the triple play for as low as $89.99 a month. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better. And catch The Lone Ranger now in theaters.
Nearest track from Out of Sight.
Sorry.
Oh, check out that new look from Pepsi.
Today I feel a little bit different. Oh, I feel like I woke up this morning and I can change the world. I can change the world. I guess it's true.
Come boom with us. Red, White, and Boom. July 3rd, downtown.
The Ford Oval of Honor recognizes the common people among us willing to step forward and defend our country. Like Bob Walls, who during World War II fought in one historic battle after another, earning 5 Bronze Stars while serving our country.
Those were given for each major battle that I performed in. I was in the 1st Army under the command of General Hodges, served under General Hodges until we began our thrust for the Rhine River when we were assembled and told that the following week we would be a part of the 3rd Army under the command of General George Patton. I love this country. Every part of this country that I have seen is just truly beautiful.
I love those tributes to the veterans that we're doing tonight. Such great guys that we got to meet. And I know you love Denise Yost over here at the web desk really likes to give away things, and we're about to do that, aren't we?
We are. I just pulled the winner a few minutes ago. And do you want to do the honors?
No, you can go right ahead. This is our first winner of the night out to Cirque du Soleil Totem later this summer, along with a $100 gift card to a Cameron Mitchell restaurant of your choice. And the winner is
Candace Hicks from Westerville. Congratulations, Candace.
Candace Hicks of Westerville, you and a lucky partner, either your spouse or a friend or a child, someone that you know will be joining you for this lovely night out, Cirque du Soleil. And boy, it's going to be a great show. It's one of the big top shows as well.
Exactly. One of the other things that we were talking about online, along with the contest, we had a lot of different people interested in that, but we wanted to put you and Cabot in the hot seat and ask you guys some questions.
Okay.
We asked Cabot what his favorite firework was, and then I asked everyone what they were looking forward to hearing in the soundtrack, and they asked that back to you. So what are you looking forward to hearing?
You know what? I know it sounds corny, but I love that Kate Smith, God Bless America song. I really hope that makes the soundtrack. I know it's a classic, and my mom and dad always, but no, I'm going to cry. My mom and dad always love that song. So I really hope we hear that. If we don't, I'll play it at home. Cab.
She's got it all queued up on the CD player. All right, thanks, ladies. And now we're going to throw out to the young men out and about, eating up a storm. Jared and Matt, what do you got?
Well, we made our final stop here for the Taste of Boom, and it's the Rissmiller truck here. And there's a giant line here for one thing. Colin, please.
Careful, don't get it on your shirt.
Oh, isn't it magnificent? We gotta have like triumphant music playing.
The powdered sugary goodness of a funnel cake. It doesn't get any better. I mean, I'm full with them from the banana pudding, but that looks really good. I mean, it's been a tough job out here eating all the food here, and I tell you, the vendors here have been great. The crowd has been great. I'm just ready for the fireworks because I need to just not do anything. Just not.
So what you're saying is that I won't see you at the gym tomorrow?
No, it might be a week. I need to, but it won't happen. Yeah,
sir, that's going to solidify. That's not a good idea.
I know. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll tell you this. In relation to past years, the crowd I think is almost. It might even top it because we've had lines pretty much at every booth up and down the street. It has been a very, very active group of folks. They've been very eager to get their positions, jockeying for position to see the fireworks. We are extremely excited to get this thing started. And,
this
can't wait for it.
Yeah, this rain's not going to dampen any of the excitement
And
for these
hey,
fireworks.
And everybody's full of sugar too, so there's that.
If it means anything to you, that's one of my favorite snacks, Jared.
Fried dough.
We're right near
Fried
you.
dough with sugar.
All right, it's nothing but salads for the next 2 weeks for you two.
Give me 30 seconds. I'll be right there.
Okay. It's time
Thanks,
for the
guys.
Atlas Butler countdown clock.
And we are now just 18 minutes and 10 seconds from Red, White, and Boom 2013.
WNCI and NBC4 are proud to present Red, White, and Boom.
Right now at Roush Honda, lease a 2013 Civic LX for just $109 a month, 30 miles per gallon, Bluetooth, Pandora radio, backup camera, and more for just $109 a month. Straight talk, more affordable, Roush Honda.
In a world where everything seems the same,
There's no choices.
join us.
Get out of here.
One car is different. Ford Fusion. Great mileage. Leave the rest behind.
Now during the Ford Summer Spectacular, get a Fusion with 0% financing plus $1,500 bonus cash or lease for $219 a month. Now playing at a Ford dealer near you.
Hi, I'm an Atlas Butler customer.
And I'm not.
What's with the fan?
Oh, it's so hot. My AC went out and I can't get anyone to fix it until next week.
You should have called Atlas Butler.
What?
They'll be right here. No sweat.
Really? Here, hold this.
You should never be uncomfortable in your home. As a Premium Club member, you're guaranteed to have your system fixed the day you call, even if it's the hottest day of the year.
To build a groundbreaking new car like Dodge Dart, we knew we had to give it an extraordinary engine. We made sure there was something for the green crowd, the critics, and the tech fanatics. But we completely ignored the finance guys.
Well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on Dart SXT for $149 a month, or purchase and get $750 cash allowance.
Everyone, this is Brian, our exchange student. Brian got us a fabulous gift, high-speed internet.
Cool, Brian. Now we can download movies.
Come on, Brian, don't be shy. Dig in. Who wants seconds? Of course he does.
Exceed. Internet so fast it must be from outer space.
He got a little something.
Right now at Roush Honda, lease a 2013 Civic EX for just $119 a month. 30 miles per gallon, moonroof, Bluetooth, backup camera, and more for just $119 a month. Straight talk, affordable luxury, Roush Honda.
You know, every year we are losing more and more of the men and the women who served our country during this greatest generation. And seeing the pictures of them in uniform really does remind us of how young so many of them were when they went off to war.
Yeah, today young men and women continue to make the decision to enlist in the armed forces to serve their country.
And in their own word, these veterans tell us why.
I feel like I'm a better person, and have a better understanding of what the worldwide culture is. Having lived amongst Kosovars, Iraqis, Afghans, Hungarians, when I first joined the Army, we never would have stepped foot inside the Iron Curtain. Well, I lived in Hungary.
I love this country. Every part of this country that I have seen is just truly beautiful.
Doing my job is the reason why I enlisted, to protect and serve against all enemies, foreign and domestic. No matter whether you're a sailor or a Marine, soldier, airman, everybody's out there doing their part.
I think it changed from when I first enlisted. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be an infantryman. I'm gonna, go overseas and take out the Taliban and stuff like that. But as I went up in rank and started to get some time under my belt and stuff, you really do see the importance of what our military means to this country, and that this is the best place on earth to live.
It's nice to hear that we were supported when we're there. It really means something to people. So just to let them know that they care that what we're doing, it's nice.
Looking back, being there and reading about other things that have happened, and then looking now, at what happened at Operation Iraqi Freedom and what's happened, Enduring Freedom. Always thank your service people.
Well, you might have noticed a little jump in time on the fireworks clock. The wind's picking up, and maybe some bad weather's on the way.
Yeah, we understand there may be a storm on the doorstep, and so because of that, we're going to move up the fireworks launch. Not a lot, but about 5 minutes or so. And Jim, what can you tell us about what's going on above us?
Well, I've been listening in to Ben Gelber back at the studio with Live Titan Radar. There's been an area of rain developing to the south of us from Circleville over into Fairfield County and tracking to the north. So that was about 30 miles away from us 15 minutes ago. And so chances are that would have been here by 10:30, and because they wanted to try to get people heading home before 10:30, before steady rain, we're going to start them a little early.
All right, Jim, thanks a lot. Now, every year as part of Red, White, and Boom, we take time to honor the men and the women who serve with our musical salutes to our military heroes.
And those salutes are filled with pictures that we receive from our viewers, from their loved ones who have served or have served all around the world, really.
And we hope that all accept from us a very personal thank you.
It's like a storm that cuts a path. It breaks your will. It feels like that. You think you're lost, but you're not lost on your own. You're not alone. I will stand by you. I will help you through when you've done all you can do and you can't cope. I will dry your eyes. I will fight your fight. I will hold you tight, and I won't let go. It hurts my heart to see you cry. I know it's dark, this part of life. Oh, it finds us hard. We're too small to stop the rain. Oh, but when it rains, I will stand by you. I will help you through when you've done all you can do and you can't cope. I will dry your eyes. I will fight your fight. I will hold you tight, and I won't let you fall. Don't be afraid to fall. I'm right here to catch you. I won't let you down. It won't get you down. You're gonna make it. Yeah, I know you can make it. 'Cause I will stand by you. I will help you through when you've done all you can do and you can't cope. And I will dry your eyes. I will fight your fight. I will hold you tight, and I won't let go. Oh, I'm gonna hold you, and I won't let go. Won't let you go. No, I won't.
I need this.
Thrilling adventure. Heroic performance. Ford Summer Spectacular Sales Event. Featuring blockbuster deals.
He's the best chance we got.
Now playing at your local Ford dealer.
So you in or out?
Heading to your local Kia dealership is better than heading to some other dealership, because you can test drive an Optima with an available GDI turbo engine, a Sorento with available third-row seating and a power liftgate, or a Soul, an IIHS top safety pick. And every Kia is backed by one of these. Better cars, better warranty. Game, set, match. Get a Sorrento for $199 a month or 0.9% APR plus up to $2,000 customer bonus for qualified customers.
How do you make the 4th of July even better? Now through July 8th, get the summer's biggest savings on a new Toyota Camry with 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,500 total bonus cash. Or you can lease this Camry Sport Edition with 0 down and 0 security deposit. That's 0 due at signing for just $269 a month. Plus, you'll get $500 bonus cash. Only during Toyota's 4th of July sales event. Now through Monday. Toyota, let's go places.
Don't like what you're driving? Exchange it for a new Honda from $149 a month or 0 down. Plus, get more for your trade than ever before during our 4th of July sale. Honda, the most trusted brand and made right here in Central Ohio from $149 a month or 0 down. A top safety pick with the best resale value from $149 a month or 0 down. Or save thousands with 0.9% financing for 60 months this week during the 4th of July sale at your Central Ohio Honda dealers.
Everyone, this is Brian, our exchange student. Brian got us a fabulous gift, high-speed internet.
Cool, Brian. Now we can download movies.
Come on, Brian, don't be shy. Dig in. Who wants seconds? Of course he does.
Exceed. Internet so fast it must be from outer space.
He got a little something.
Sorry.
Oh, check out that new look from Pepsi.
Today I feel a little bit different. Oh, I feel like I woke up this morning and I can change the world. I can change the world. I guess it's true.
Come boom with us. Red, White, and Boom. July 3rd, downtown.
Think Toyota. Think Penske.
3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the United States of America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner for the land of the free and the home of the Here we go. Yeah.
Welcome to the Midwest's largest fireworks display. Red, white, and boom. Brought to you by Pepsi, NBC4, and 97.9 WNCI, Columbus.
The action.
Let the countdown begin.
Are you ready? Make some noise! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now igniting Boomsday.
Bring the action.
Time and enjoy this moment.
One day while my light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel this moment.
want y'all to come along and help me say these things, all right?
that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. May your past be the sound of your feet.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Magnifico! I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah. No, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah. We will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah. Let me go. Let me go. Never, never let me go. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me. For me. You are surrounding all my surroundings, sounding down the mountain range of my left side brain. You are surrounding all my surroundings, twisting that kaleidoscope behind both of my eyes. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, Yankee Doodle do or die. A real life nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's my Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the ponies. I am that Yankee Doodle boy. America. They coming to America. They coming to America. They coming to America. They coming to America today. Today. Tomorrow all the things were gone. Worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
And now, the Marathon Oil Grand Finale.
From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with
finish, and with my
Kate Smith wrapped it up. You were prophetic in that, Colleen.
Oh,
that was
what a
beautiful.
Great show that was. And boy, the rain seemed to hold off. It was a little windy, a little breezy, a little light rain at times.
Again, though, the breeze, I think, was very helpful because the breeze moved the smoke quickly so we could see all the colors, the vivid colors. You know, Earl Burke and Pyrotechnico, again, they did a fabulous job of putting the show together. What a visual spectacle every year.
And there were some songs that we didn't hear before.
There were some new ones there tonight.
I think we heard a Queen song that I don't remember hearing before.
The Bohemian Rhapsody. You know, we went from Amazing Grace to Bohemian Rhapsody in about a minute and a half.
That's an eclectic soundtrack.
Yes, it was. That's all over the spectrum, I guess. But boy, what a spectacular night it was. And the people are making their way out quickly. Hello. You know, and I think they're understanding that they need to kind of move quickly.
Road.
Although they do, you know, they keep the stages open here. They're playing music on those stages, you know, working so that people don't have to feel like they need to rush out. And it's not, you know, it's not raining yet. So.
No. Now, I think Jim Ganal was down in the crowd or near the crowd somewhere. We're going to be talking. I'm sorry, who do you want us to talk to, Bree?
Bree?
Jim and Jared, they're talking to people about what?
There they are.
Wait. Speaking of tossing, how'd you do with all the food?
It's firmly down right now.
How much did you have?
It was ridiculous, but it was worth it. It was a fun time. I do want to say, they mentioned the music a second ago. When we talked to Jimmy before the show began, Jimmy mentioned that there was some local music in it, and 21 Pilots was a band that I heard.
Wow.
A local band that has a great song out now. They were a part of the medley as well. So overall, it was a fantastic presentation.
You impressed me.
You guys are from West Liberty, is that right?
West Liberty.
What'd you think of the show?
It was amazing. It was fun. It was fun.
Anything about like the wind? Was it did it maybe get a little bit more interesting, like with the weather?
I just like how the wind didn't, like the smoke wasn't in the way like it was last year.
Right, that's a point that Cabot just made. That's a very good point. Maybe, Jim, you did a great job, sir.
Boy, but the rain's going to come in fairly soon. But I think it feels kind of cool. Remember last year, it's 100 degrees down here. Who else wants to say something? Where are you guys from?
New Albany.
Yay! How are you? You Eagles?
How are you doing? Yeah, go.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I'm in South Central Ohio.
Wow, thank you.
Wait, what's the people you know?
Lathan and Landon Stewart.
Yeah.
You're seriously telling them?
This is New Albany, you know. We got football season and basketball coming up.
Stop short of giving your address.
Well, thanks for coming down.
Hey, way to go. One quick thing that we noticed was, did anybody take pictures on their phone? Who could show me what they took? It's amazing that it's how things are going now, where basically people just rattle off photo after photo of this thing. What'd you guys get? Show me a good photo.
Oh, that's pretty
those are spectacular.
That one is well done, right
Very
there.
good.
Excellent.
Very good. You just got a text, by the way. You might want to check that out.
Okay, and what do we got here? USA, right in front. Oh, that's a great picture. Yeah.
There we go.
Work. You know what's wonderful about phones, too, is my daughter's in New York City, and I was able to send a little video of the grand finale to her. She couldn't be here this year or last year, so it's a great way to bring Columbus back a little bit to those of our family out of town.
We got to get some more reaction from the crowd. What did you think?
It was amazing. I'm from South Carolina. I've never saw anything like that before.
What part of South Carolina?
Greenville.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a niece living there.
First boom?
Yeah, I just visited my aunt, so.
So will you come back?
Wait, I'm coming back next year, definitely.
All right.
I told her it was going to be an annual event now. She has to come see me every July 4th.
Excellent. And you sound like you're from Greenville at some point.
I am, but I moved up here.
Okay, excellent. Well, it's always good to have you folks from the South up with
What
us.
did you think?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Did you like the soundtrack?
Huh?
Did you like the music?
Yeah, I like the music all the time. What do you think?
All right.
Oh, we love it.
We got a soldier here. Come on in here, Mr. U.S. Navy.
Here we go.
Yeah, all right, here we go. Is this somebody that's important to you?
Yes, it is. It's my wife, Miranda.
All right. When did you get married? How long ago?
3 years ago.
All right. Now, are you currently, obviously, you're home for a little while, or what's the story?
Just till Friday, I'm here.
Now, where are you stationed?
I'm stationed in San Diego, California.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Big naval base. Now, does your wife travel with you?
Yes, she does.
Oh, good. So,
are you from Central Ohio?
Yes, I am. Back on leave for just to visit family and all that.
Okay, so what do you do? What's your gig there? And yeah, give us your name.
My name's Austin Rush, and I'm a gunner's mate in the United States Navy.
Oh, excellent. What kind of ship are you on?
amphibious LSD 45 Comstock.
Have you seen that movie Pacific where they take on the aliens?
Yes, I have.
How real is that?
Not very real.
Okay, well, all right. Well, thanks, and thank you for your service, as always. Nice to meet you both.
Boy, isn't this amazing? Last year it's 100 degrees, and now you need a coat.
Yeah, it's a little breezy down here, but
every year.
The weather, this bad storm held off. That's what we moved the fireworks up about 5 minutes because we were really afraid of what might be happening.
Yeah, there was a cell down in Pickaway County that was starting to intensify, and if it intensifies and gets some lightning, that's a whole new ball game here. We are going to get rain from it, and I think the parades tomorrow morning are certainly going to have to be dealing with wet weather into the afternoon, but then the fireworks tomorrow night, we hope for a window like this.
All right, and Jared's up with Denise now. I know it's been a busy night on the website. We are hearing from people not only around the country, but around the world who tuned in for Red, White, and Boom. We've heard from Israel. We've heard from a number of different
you guys are famous?
Well, we can confirm that for you in our live chat room that's up right now at NBC4i.com. More than 1,000 people are logged in. They're from all over the place. I'm just reading through with Denise with some of the reaction to it, and wow, it's pretty impressive.
Everyone is very intense about the fireworks. So the reaction is very, very intense. It's intense being here, and I think it's a really great experience for people at home too. We've had, like Colleen said, we have Tennessee and Florida and Mexico who just touched base and said that they were watching, and they obviously sent their feedback that it was great. A lot of the things that people are talking about is the soundtrack. Colleen got her wish with the Kate Smith song. What about you?
Yeah.
Did you get your wish?
I actually, Bohemian Rhapsody for me, because I am a big Wayne's World fan, so it really, it hit it on the head. I think the pace of the show was good too. Nice mix of music. It flowed. I thought it was great. The whole thing. In all the years we've been doing this, I really feel like that was probably the best mix of music we've ever heard.
That was Superman too, right? Did I get that right?
That was super. You nailed it.
Awesome. Okay, I think everyone enjoyed a little Superman in their life as well. But
well,
yeah.
I do want to mention too, and it's something we've been working on all night. You've probably heard us say it countless times, but even now that the fireworks are over, it's maybe even more important. If you want to send the photos that you took of Red, White, and Boom to us, you can do so at share@NBC4i.com. We've been compiling those photos here, and people have had some interesting experiences tonight.
There have been some interesting photos that have come through, but I think it's all just, to show the big mixing pot that we are in Central Ohio, and this is just a great crowd of people.
Well, look at this right here, what we've already got on the screen. This guy right here is in his living room watching us on TV. Somewhere in there, we're in the Matrix, I think. But it's all over the place. We've got beautifully decorated animals, and this thing just goes on and on and on. There's Matt and I. What are Matt and I doing there?
That's you drinking.
That's me drinking on air. That's very classy.
And here's one with you and a corn dog. So there's that.
Okay, stop sending pictures of me. Any pictures of me eating, don't send to share@NBC4i.com, but good stuff, please send. Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, there's already somebody who uploaded a fireworks that was down here. So that was great.
Awesome. Very well done. We're going to be right back with more Red, White, and Boom 2013 right after this.
Okay. We want to interview.
The Ford Oval of Honor recognizes the common people among us willing to step forward and defend our country, like Craig Mason, who was deployed 4 different times in this 27 years with the U.S. Army Cavalry Squadron.
I feel like I'm a better person, and have a better understanding of what the worldwide culture is. Having lived amongst Kosovars, Iraqis, Afghans, Hungarians, when I first joined the Army, we never would have stepped foot inside the Iron Curtain. Well, I lived in Hungary.
For his service in Baghdad, Sergeant First Class Mason was inducted into the Sergeant Audie Murphy Club. That's a distinction given to just 1% of the active duty non-commissioned officers. A highly selective recognition, and few are even nominated.
My division sergeant major saw what my efforts were doing to build relationships, and told me that I was going to go. Very lucky, very fortunate that the Army did succeed in training me, not to look for accolades, but to do the right thing for the right reason at the right time.
White and Boom traffic reports are sponsored by Pepsi.
Heading to your local Kia dealership is better than heading to some other dealership, because you can test drive an Optima with an available GDI turbo engine, a Sorento with available third-row seating and a power liftgate, or a Soul, an IIHS top safety pick. And every Kia is backed by one of these. Better cars, better warranty. Game, set, match. Get a Sorrento for $199 a month or 0.9% APR plus up to $2,000 customer bonus for qualified customers.
Here is Jack from Out of Sight.
Sorry.
Oh, check out that new look from Pepsi.
Today I feel a little bit different. Oh, I feel like I woke up this morning and I can change the world. I can change the world. I guess it's true.
Come boom with us. Red, White, and Boom. July 3rd, downtown.
How do you make the 4th of July even better? Now through July 8th, get the summer's biggest savings on a new Toyota Camry with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,500 total bonus cash. Or you can lease this Camry Sport Edition with 0 down and 0 security deposit. That's 0 due at signing for just $269 a month. Plus, you'll get $500 bonus cash. Only during Toyota's 4th of July sales event. Now through Monday. Toyota, let's go places.
Good boy. You like to ride, don't you? We're going to have a ball. Okay, here we go. Having fun, aren't you? Whoa, I thought so.
Yep, Jack's bringing the dinosaurs.
Ooh.
Visit Dinosaur Island. The biggest thing in 65 million years. All summer, only at the Columbus Zoo.
So what's the plan? It's my favorite painting, and I want it back. So you in or out?
I'm in. This is awesome. I got this.
It's her painting anyway. Now, during the Ford Summer Spectacular, get a blockbuster deal and escape with 0% financing plus $2,000 cash back. Now playing at a Ford dealer near you.
You really couldn't come at a better time. These Chevys are moving fast.
I'll take that Malibu.
Yeah, excuse me. The Equinox in Atlantis Blue is mine.
I was here first. It's mine.
I called about that one. It's mine.
Mine.
It's mine.
Actually, it's mine. It's not. It's mine.
Better get going. It's Chevy's Independence Day celebration.
Central Ohio. Through July 8th, there's incredible offers on every Chevy during the Independence Day celebration at your Central Ohio Chevy dealer.
Make your morning a little brighter. Join Mike Jackson, Michaela Hunt, Bob Nunnally, and Monica Day every morning on NBC4 Today. Here for you.
The NBC4 broadcast of Red, White, and Boom is sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers, your local Toyota dealers, and your Central Ohio Kia dealers.
You know, it was easy getting downtown for Boom. Getting out of downtown, well, that's a whole nother situation. Now, luckily, there are no accidents being reported, but we are already seeing some significant delays. You can see from our traffic flow data there, really slow going so far. Now, this is a look at our traffic cameras downtown in the split, looking at I-70. You know, everything's moving along at a decent pace, but we are starting to see some delays. 71 southbound really starting to pick up right now. This is 670 moving through downtown. Actually, not too bad on 670 right now, heading east or westbound. So there's an option for you. You might want to avoid 70, and it looks like Broad Street is already starting to stack up, heading out of downtown, going towards the west side. So heading westbound out of downtown, Broad Street, already starting to see things backed up there, Kevin and Colleen.
All right, thanks a lot, Monica. It's starting to rain a
Jim
little
was right on that 10:30 rain thing. It is beginning to happen out here.
We
but
have
it's
some
cool.
friends here with us, though, from Stoutsville and Circleville.
We've got Vanita, we've got Melba over here, and we've got Dolores. All right, 3 unique names. You've been to a bunch of these, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, we appreciate the time. You stopped to come up and just to say hello. We appreciate
I did.
that.
It was wonderful. You got to be here to fill those booms.
And Melba, this was your first Boom?
Yes.
What did you think?
Awesome.
All right. Well, Melba, you guys better get out of the rain before you become toast out here, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, this couple here is from Denver, right? No, you're from Denver.
I'm from Denver.
How'd you meet this local?
Work. Yeah, work.
Oh, okay.
Well, what did you think of Red, White, and Boom?
Wow, we have nothing like this in Denver. So this was very patriotic and awesome.
It's nice to hear that. Thank you very much.
We thank you so much for coming.
Good to see you. Say hi to the folks in the Mile High City. All right. Well, you know what? This past school year was very memorable for 3 Central Ohio schools because for the first time they were the winners of the first NBC4 Make a Difference School Grant Award.
That's right. NBC4 received more than 200 nominations. They were narrowed down to 3 finalists in each of the 3 school size divisions, all very worthy and really some inspiring programs.
All of them were, but in the end, 3 schools, outstanding schools, were the winners. They were selected as the winners. They won $10,000 grants, and of course, that included a school from your neck of the woods, Weaver Middle School.
You are the champions, Weaver!
800 enthusiastic students were ready to celebrate as winners in our Make a Difference School Grant competition, a school of athletic and academic prowess where teachers never hear any from my top 10 list of why their students fail to turn in homework.
My little sister used it to house train our puppy.
No, we were here to celebrate students in Mr. Ferreri's engineering and robotics class, like Dave and his chums, whose computerized vehicles showed they know how to get things done. You gotta love the song. This Ferrari Circus, just one of the projects from this class, but the students had been limited in their imagination by a lack of computers for design and parts for the animated robotics. Cassidy, Leah, Rachel, and Sarah got attached to their computerized Jack-in-the-Box and say this grant will help change that for the next class.
It's really going to help. Like having more supplies, you don't have to take apart the things you build, and you really build a sentimental connection to that, even though it sounds kind of weird. You don't have to take it apart anymore, and that means so much to so many kids.
Jim is always a big hit as he talked about his days as a science teacher and how important science and math are to the future. Jared again talked about success on the field and in the classroom, all about commitment. Michaela and our general manager, Dan Bradley, talked about the importance of lifelong learning, and that's a theme echoed by Principal Vroom.
But it is about the whole child, the rounding it out, the students recognizing that they're going to get farther in life by the more experiences they have. So through the pre-engineering courses, through some of the other electives we have, that our students are really blessed here in Hilliard to be offered, they're going to continue to expand their horizons, see all the great things you can do in every facet of your day.
Hilliard Weaver Middle is making a difference.
And here's what we're so excited about. We're excited to announce that we will once again be awarding a total of $30,000 to 3 area schools through the NBC4 Make a Difference grant in 2014.
We will be announcing the details soon, but go to NBC4MakingADifference.com if you want any more information. By the way, did want to also say that Champion Middle School and Hannah Ashton Middle School in Reynoldsburg, those were the other 2 of the three winners there. They all got a $10,000 grant as well, all great schools, and we're going to do this all over again next year. So there you go. There's if you want information, NBC4MakeADifference.com is the website to go to as we prepare to do this all over again.
Now, we've got much more ahead, including the story of a soon-to-be 90-year-old sprinter. Yeah, you heard that right, 90 years old.
And an Iraq veteran, war veteran, now back in his community here in East Columbus, working hard to make his community a cut above.
Oval of Honor recognizes the common people among us willing to step forward and defend our country, like Ray Nally, who is a member of the 450th Bombing Group, flying bombing runs targeting German oil refineries.
Probably the first time I'd ever seen a German pilot. In other words, they attacked from 12 o'clock high, which is in the sunlight, in the sun ray. And if you'd look there, they were already obliterated by the sun rays. And they attacked from that angle. One came by, a fighter pilot came by, and you could almost reach out and say hi.
Returning from the 10th mission, the 450th B-24 was hit by anti-aircraft ground fire. 7 of the 10 men parachuted to safety, landing in Yugoslavia, where they were aided and led to safety by the partisans.
Well, I was proud to do it. I'm glad that I was able to do it. I'm also glad that I did it. I'm still here.
The Fun Bus. If you need charter coaches or group travel planning, the Fun Bus is the answer. Coach seating from 36 to 56. Special event shuttles, even a trolley. New York, Nashville, casinos, Buckeyes, and Browns games. See more at funbus.com.
Today, people are being smarter with their money and investments, spending wisely and discovering there's a better way to live, a smarter way. At Smarter Mortgages, we agree. We help clients make sound mortgage decisions and deliver more than just low interest rates. We guarantee closing costs, offer personalized loan options, and seamless closings. Buying or refinancing? Contact us to see why we are the smart choice. Call today or visit smartermortgages.com.
This summer, she needed to get away
I'm not even your blood type.
and get away in a hurry in a Ford Focus.
Who's that?
It's my ex-boyfriend.
Great mileage,
Oh, I still love you.
wicked handling.
How do we lose this guy? Whoa, Caroline, wait.
We'll just drive till the sun comes up.
Now, during the Ford Summer Spectacular, get a Focus with 0% financing plus $1,500 bonus cash. Now playing at a Ford dealer near you.
At Nissan this July 4th, you're free to choose and free to save. Celebrate with up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash. The finale is coming soon. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
That's right. All through July, kids eat free. No cooking, no complaining, and no cookie until you clean your plate. Kids eat free all month. Only at Bob Evans. Come see what's cooking.
The new 2014 Fiat 500L is here. Starting at $19,900, this Fiat has 4 doors and way more interior space. More Fiat means more possibilities. Find yours at Bob Boyd Fiat, I-70 and Bryce Road, or at bobboydfiat.com.
Get a car, get a truck, get an SUV at the Reichert Used Car Factory. Go online, find your car, come and get the keys at Reichert Used Car Factory. R-I-C-A-R-T, Reichert Used Car Factory. We've got cars as far as you can see. It's fast and easy and car buying fun. Just come to Reichert, you know we're dealin'. For a deal you can trust, we're the place to run. Motor Trend certified, rated #1. Visit us just off Route 33. Reichert Used Car Factory.
We're dealing. At Nissan this July 4th, you're free to choose and free to save. Celebrate with up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash. The finale is coming soon. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
NBC4's Boom Central is presented by Walmart.
All right. another great night as we bask in the afterglow of Red, White, and Boom. Number 33. There's a little wetness in the air, but it's just cooling things off. Just a gentle sprinkle. It's a beautiful night down here.
And it's been a busy night for Denise Yost at our website because a lot of people are sending in their pictures. Now they're sending in their comments. They're kind of evaluating the show, talking about the soundtrack, talking about the finale. What are people telling you?
The main thing that people are talking about right now is probably the soundtrack. Everyone is very, very excited about the finale featuring Kate Smith. That was your favorite.
Yes.
I know. My dad's
I'm so happy about that.
I hope they can hear it better on the air, watching it on television and on our stream, because she got to that last note and it was total boom out there. So, but it's that was a great way to end it, a classic way to end it. And we got a lot of pictures, like 145 pictures or so sent in tonight, right?
Yeah. I am amazed at how many people like to take pictures of their dogs in red, white, and blue
costumes. Yes.
I'm not surprised. Pet photos are always one of our most popular things. But what I'm surprised about are the number of people who have sent in photos of their fireworks, and they were down here, and they're not really watching at home. But we see some of this. I think that's probably the midway, and there's the fireworks above it. We saw a photo from someone who was actually watching on their computer in Arizona. So that was neat too. They were watching the stream on their computer, and they sent that photo in.
And there's somebody from Maine, I think, that said they were watching as well.
Yeah, we keep getting more and more locations from people who are watching all over Ohio. I think we probably have one person in every city in Ohio watching. Then we got an addition of Maine, which is a family favorite of my family, and just a lot of different locations.
And it's kind of stunning how many people took pictures of Jared and Matt eating.
There's
on
a
their
picture
TV
of Jared
screen,
with that.
and then sent those in to us as if we didn't know that those two were stuffing their faces.
Oh my
for the
God,
past
Jared! This
3
picture of you with this foot-long corn dog is just ridiculous.
It'll be the end of me.
I know.
End of my career.
I'm surprised at the size of bite there that you were capable.
I may have jumped the shark tonight.
I think I see Denise Alex there. Our Denise Alex is out and about too.
Oh yeah,
with the
she'll be coming up because
people.
was in the crowd this evening. We should let you know, coming up at 11 o'clock, we'll have not only a complete wrap-up, but
That's right.
she talked to people through the day and through the evening, and she's going to touch base with us on that.
There's a toad with a hat, with a red, white, and blue hat on. So it's all kinds of fun over here with Denise tonight. And we wanted to mention real quickly, there's going to be a rebroadcast of this Red, White, and Boom tomorrow evening, and we believe that's at 7 o'clock, right?
7 p.m.
It's the finale replay.
Well, we're going to do that coming up next.
Yeah.
So we'll be back.
The Ford Oval of Honor recognizes the common people among us willing to step forward and defend our country, like Chase Russell, who, while stationed in the Tangier Valley in Afghanistan, lived with indirect enemy gunfire every day.
Probably about 36 hours after I was there, I received our first contact with the enemy. We got mortared right before we were going to dinner. My first mission ever was probably one of the most exciting and scary. Our squad designated marksman was running right beside me, and he got hit in his right shoulder, and he fell down. I thought he was for sure dead, but I dragged him to the other side of the hill crest, and I saw that it hit his plate. The real heroes are the men that fought beside me that never came home. And I think about them every day, and they're the real heroes, and the only thing I can do now is just honor their sacrifice. You can tell war stories and all this other stuff, but the most important thing is these courageous men, they're never going to be seen again, and except when we talk about them and just carry their legacy in our hearts and stuff every day.
WNCI and NBC4 are proud to present Red, White, and Boom. Giant Eagle Market District is proud to provide the catering for NBC4's Red, White, and Boom crew.
The new 2014 Fiat 500L is here. Starting at $19,900, this Fiat has 4 doors and way more interior space. More Fiat means more possibilities. Find yours at Bob Boyd Fiat, I-70 and Bryce Road, or at bobboydfiat.com.
Speed mattered then, and it matters even more now. That's why Time Warner Cable Internet is built for speed. With up to 50 megabits, it's powerful enough for all your devices, all at once. Upgrade to the triple play for as low as $89.99 a month. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better. And catch The Lone Ranger now in theaters.
How do you make the 4th of July even better? For 7 days only, you can get the summer's biggest savings on a new Toyota. Get leases from just $159 a month. Get 0% financing for 60 months on 8 different Toyotas. And for these 7 days only, get 0 for 60, plus $1,500 total bonus cash on any new Toyota Camry. And you get 2-year maintenance at no extra charge. Only during Toyota's 4th of July sales event. Now through Monday. Toyota. Let's go places.
We need a bigger car.
Hi. How's it going? Whatever you're looking for, start by test driving nearly every make and model, all in one place. CarMax. Start here.
The rush to get out of downtown after Boom is over. You know, everybody heads to the cars and starts packing the streets. We're seeing some kind of significant delays on 71 northbound coming outside of downtown. So we're talking about close to the fairgrounds where things are kind of bottlenecking. We've also got slow and go on Broad Street. We kind of saw that happen right after the fireworks were over. The traffic increased on Broad Street, especially heading westbound out of downtown. 70 through the split has been a little slow, but here's my traffic camera at 670. Very quiet right now. We've got a nice steady flow of traffic in both the east and the westbound lanes. So if you can, I would utilize 670 to get out of there, because right now that is where we're seeing the best flow of traffic.
All right. Thanks, Monica. And we want to remind the people at home that it is their chance to win another evening out thanks to Cirque du Soleil. One lucky winner will receive 4 tickets to the upcoming Cirque du Soleil Totem and a $100 gift card to the Cameron Mitchell restaurant of your choice.
Now to enter, log on to NBC4i.com right now. Click on the contest bar at the top of the screen. After you register, make sure you enter our contest word. This one is freedom.
And you've only got 10 minutes to do that, so register. So log on now, and again, the contest word to type in is freedom.
Let's go over to Jared now. And Jared, you've got something to share with us.
Yeah, Kevin, Colleen, you know, there's some athletes that we were able to meet recently who compete with ample life experience. They were competing a couple weeks ago in Westerville in the Central Ohio Seniors Track and Field Championship. Every athlete in the meet 50 years or older, and the most senior of those senior athletes has quite a story to tell.
Harold, number 5. One with blocks.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, why not?
Sit!
It's just nice to reminisce a little bit, you know.
Just because he's nearly a nonagenarian does not mean Harold Wagner's nearing the finish line. In fact, he's in a hurry to talk some track.
I hollered at John all the way down the track.
I heard you.
What a catch it, John. It keeps me young.
You may know one of Harold's sons, longtime radio DJ, Daddy Wags.
All the medals he's going to walk away with pales in comparison to him beating a guy in a younger age comparison.
And in his 89 years, Harold's won more than he's lost. He served in the United States Army during World War II.
Battle of the Bulge. Spent 6 months as a PW in Germany and got bombed by the Air Force and all that good stuff. But I'm a survivor.
Harold was released and headed back to Ohio, and he worked for 42 years for Ohio Bell. He married his wife Lee 64 years ago. They're still going strong, just like Harold himself. In this meet, he ran 3 different sprints. He even long jumped.
200 was my favorite for a while, but it's getting a little long for us old folks.
He's not racing time, just enjoying his time.
Gets longer every day. I'm in no hurry to be perfect. Because my definition of perfect is when the Undertaker brushes your teeth.
That's Jared DeSmalley with a great report about a man who is still laying him up and putting him down as he moves through life. Great inspirational story, Jared. Thanks. You know, today and tomorrow we're going to celebrate, and we celebrate our freedoms. And as we've done all night, we're celebrating those who have put their lives on the line to protect the freedoms that we enjoy. Well, tonight I now have the privilege of sharing a story of a Columbus man who decided that after serving his country in Iraq, it was his calling to serve a community in need, the community that he grew up in.
Just right after I finished barber school, and a month later, I was called out to go to war.
And by early 1991, Al Edmondson was Sergeant Edmondson with the 656th Transportation Unit running supply missions into Iraq. One day, he ran into an intense attack.
We encountered some missiles, surface-to-land missiles. Fortunately, wasn't nobody hurt. And then once we had that small encounter, the enemy just gave up. You know, we captured 79 Iraqis during that time.
And for that, Sergeant Edmondson captured a Bronze Star and a new mission for his return to Columbus.
To make my neighborhood a better neighborhood was one of my things that I thought about once I returned home, because I took the money that I made and began to open up this barbershop, bought this building, wanted to turn it into something that can help the community and utilize all my gifts and talents.
And so was born Al Edmondson's A Cut Above the Rest barbershop and salon in the heart of the Near East Side, just a few blocks from where he grew up, a barbershop where for 2 decades there's been plenty of buzz.
Yeah, this is good.
Here you'll find an encouraging group of barbers.
He's not too happy. He wanted to keep the hair.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Mom said it's time to cut it off.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to be cooler, though.
You are going to be cooler. It's getting hot out there. And even if your mother doesn't mandate it, you'll get a great haircut, whether male or female at any age. Lawrence Laws will make your shoes look better than new, as he has for 50 years. But there is so much more to this shop than a shave, shine, and trim.
We have a Bible study on Monday night where most men come to get their haircut. So we decided to do a Bible study to have most men come in and learn the Word of God, which is, it's been a great 15 years for that. And then also I started my nonprofit where we give out school supply for children right before they go to school, and haircuts.
And as founder of his Making a Difference Foundation, Al connected with the OSU College of Nursing to win a community engagement grant, turning his shop into a medical triage unit of sorts, providing free blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar screenings, as well as referrals to free medical services at nearby OSU Medical Center East.
He's so dedicated to his community, and he allows others of us to integrate in that community and participate.
It's not hard to see that commitment to his community. In fact, just look above the barber chairs and you will see a full-color celebration of the flavor of this community. The leaders, legends, and landmarks dating to the 60s in illustrations by artist Greg Hawkins, spanning a period that's seen ups like the Coming Home Festival, the Lincoln Theater, and the MLK Center for the Arts, and downs in boarded-up homes and businesses and crime.
The last 10 years, we kind of been on a respirator.
But Al and his Making a Difference Foundation, as well as his leadership of the Mount Vernon District Improvement Association, has worked to attract business with putting together welcome packets, hosting workshops to bring these new businesses up to speed, working with area school children to inspire entrepreneurship and a pride in the neighborhood. But he knows challenges remain. How do you counter the culture of gangs?
A lot of those young men were boys when I used to cut their hair, so I have somewhat of an influence. It's important to stay in school, and you know, the grades are very important, right? Very, very important. So now you can't get everybody, and you're going to have, you know, some of the boys that may just go on because they're influenced by other guys, but we do our best in our barbershop to make sure that we're talking to the young men to encourage them to do something different, because, you know, sooner or later you're going to be a father.
In fact, Al uses young men to help in the beautification of the area, and he believes the tide is turning. His community is no longer on the respirator. And though this man who served his country has won civic awards for serving his community, that's not what motivates Al Edmondson as he seeks to change his world from a command center that is a cut above the rest.
It's good to receive the awards, and I'm very, very thankful, and I show gratitude to those organizations that recognize me for the service. But even if it never came, I'll still be doing what I do because I love it, and I'm part of the fabric of the community.
He's an important part of that fabric of that community over there. And so, Al, we salute you as well. And we want to remind you that we've been talking about a lot of programs. The Make a Difference program, for instance.
And USO. And if you want to get any information about the stuff you've been hearing about tonight, NBC4i.com is the place to go.
Gentlemen, it's been wonderful again.
Brilliant show.
It has been.
And we invite you to stay tuned for NBC4 at 11, and we thank you so much for tuning in.
And enjoy the 4th tomorrow. Good night.
Happy holiday.
Oh